these are jazz hands. Everybody jazz hands. Let's go.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Nat, please jazz hands.
Give me an F.
Begging. Yeah.
Give me an R.
Unity.
Give me a Y.
Oh, everyone fucking saw that.
Correct.
That should have been on camera.
It was.
It was.
Perfect.
Okay, doesn't look like it's freaking out too.
I also
You guys were continuously redlining, and I was concerned that the volume was actually fucked up for a second.
I have a decal
Oh,
that's
really?
going on the wagon.
Hello, Chad. It's a pleasure to see you today.
Is it a keyword?
No. Do you guys want to know?
What's that?
Welcome to
we'll find out
D&D
here in a
on
second.
NPR.
Welcome everyone to Potential TPK. This is actual episode 10, unlike last time, which was actually episode 9, not episode 10.
We can
10
count.
to Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, I can't count to 10. It is known. So last time, I have slept since then. So last time we did, they fought against another Hydra after Orin discovered that the one that they were butchering was actually a male one. So they were attacked. Orin was absolutely shit upon at one point.
Literally or figuratively?
Yes.
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 But
Oh.
first one, then the other.
Yes.
Okay.
The female Hydra made an appearance and definitely wrecked some house, but was ultimately defeated. Afterwards, they did go back to the town of Crittenden, where they asked if they could acquire ownership of the tavern, of the abandoned tavern way station. The mayor of the town, Shu, basically said it wouldn't be much of an issue, but that they would have to pay taxes on the land itself, as it has been abandoned. Take 2 points of psychic damage. I was paying attention.
That's what I'm going to just give you a D20. Roll
no.
that.
So Shu said it wouldn't be an issue, but they would have to pay taxes. They did not have the money at the time, but they would return with it. They did go back to the guild, the bounty hunters guild within Chron'Cal city. They were given their reward of some amount of money. Was it 2,500, something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, 2,500 gold. Along with whatever gold they found in the tavern itself. I didn't have that written down.
I
Y'all
don't
did.
think we had any. There was some gear that we picked up. We picked up
yes.
the sword and the shield and...
There-
Yeah, I have a shield, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got my scimitars fixed for free.
You rapier.
you got one rapier replaced for free.
One. Yeah.
Yes.
The one that snapped.
Yes, it got bent and then snapped.
The other one's a good one.
Yeah, the other one's fine. But your offhand one got absolutely shattered.
His primary one just looks like shit all the time, but it's the best blade ever, right?
Why fix what's broken?
Yeah,
Why fix what's not broken?
Yeah.
Why fix what's broken? Whatever.
Because it's broken.
Because it's broken? I don't know. We're still trying to fix it. He's very broken.
Oh no, he works perfectly.
No, yeah, he's fine.
fine.
We're all a little broken
That's really the only thing he
inside.
needs.
One of his eye lights goes out.
Just give him a good whack on the head.
He just needs wheels, yes.
He's not getting wheels.
No, he's dead. He doesn't.
Hashtag wheels for the god.
He leaves.
Chat, do it now.
Anyway, so they found they got a couple magical items. If you want Heelys, you're gonna end up breaking your robotic neck. I will make that immediately a thing.
But
I didn't say Heelys. Dave said Heelys.
If he gets Heelys, he's breaking
I
his
just
neck.
want a motorcycle mount.
You're not getting a
My
motorcycle.
spiritual mount.
Are we gonna put him after that? Are we just gonna weld the two wheels to his like hips? So he
No,
just,
it'll be like a
it just-
unicycle, like a...
You'll be Bender when he's.
You'll be a
Oh, yeah.
You'll be a paralyzed Warforged. You'll be just like a WoW paladin, actually. Always in a wheelchair. No, that's too much. Anyway,
I think I just took 2 more psychic damage. Nope.
I didn't pay attention, so you're fine. So they also discovered a little bit more on Lily's dagger, but only a little bit. Right now, I believe the task, they were given 2 options, and there is still a third one that is out there. One option is to go to Mora to maybe just do some discovering. The second option was to go to Storm Shield and talk to the essentially the Lord up there. And the third option, which I think may have been forgotten, was dealing with the Bloody Hands that are apparently doing something to the coast.
Correct. I think from the notes I had here,
Sure, we want to.
we were going to Storm Shield because we believe Conrad was heading to Storm Shield.
That is correct. That is correct.
We were taking,
And also, there could be clues in their library.
Yes.
Yes.
that was it.
we were
Yes.
taking what, 2 days to prep? Was
I-
it?
Don't remember.
Or at least a day or two just to get.
You were taking some amount of time to prepare yourselves for the journey. You're still in Chron'Cal.
We had set aside, was it the 1,500 gold to pay for the tavern and hire a tavern keeper?
That's what we were
I
talking.
think it was
And it's kind of on the way. To
it was at least 1,000 gold for the taxes.
It was 1,000?
500 gold to fix it.
Yeah, that's it. That's why we set aside 1,500.
You haven't even hired staff yet. You are still in hiring a contractor.
Just keep that money to the side. We'll discuss it at a later day. I think would be the best.
Well, you can probably discuss it on the drive.
I'll send a message. I'll hit up my people. Need to fix a bar. Hydra damage. Please send estimate.
And then the
Then they'll get a response back. You have to provide the estimate. You are the closest one.
Right. Estimate provided. 500 gold.
All right, so you're currently in Chron'Cal. What would you like to do?
the tailor for the armor that you're buying for Trinic is in Chron'Cal, correct?
Yes, and that was going to take some time.
Okay.
I was.
That's right. They had also hired a
Say like 2 weeks.
specialty leather worker to make Hydra scale armor.
Well, I think I was going to. I think some of us were going to go see my mom with the wagon. We were
There was also
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
we were taking.
I think that's where we left off.
And yeah.
I have some ideas for this wagon.
All right. The floor is yours.
Do we have horses for the wagon?
No,
Or-
we have me.
Okay, cool. So you're.
We have horse.
Okay, we have thick boy.
You have a Zagat.
We have them both. All right.
It does not have wheels.
Yes.
A bimbo, yes.
No, he has wheels. He's dragging them. The wheels were inside you all along.
The real wheels were the friends we made along the way.
I'll be your friend, Scott, but
Where's it
God
going?
won't let me.
Hooray! No.
All right. So we'll take that to my mother and drop the wagon off there.
Moradin's my friend, and the DM can't do anything about that.
Have we decided on a color scheme we want for the wagon?
Wagon.
Purple.
Wa-
Come on.
Wagon colored?
Guys, we are what now? The De-Hydra-tors?
The De-Hydra-tors.
We
yes.
we need to have a good color
That's the
scheme.
De-Hydrator.
By the way,
We're gonna
you still have a
Hydra-tors.
Yes.
you still have like 2 Hydra heads on the wagon.
Yeah.
We just do purple.
They are
gold.
still fleshed.
Can we do ten?
By the way, they are not skulls. They are still fleshy.
I was
Like
gonna
the Seventh
I was thinking
Street
one of them
Saints?
We need to boil them.
Can we mount them?
Yeah.
Can we mount them on the back and then figure out some way to shoot flames out
Yeah,
of
we
the
can
back?
check with his mom, see if she. I don't know about that part.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about color scheme wise as we go like
They're not
purplish
trying
green
to
with like gold lettering
People
saying
don't know that.
how do you pronounce our group name? De-Hydra-tors.
De-Hydra-tors.
matter.
Yeah. Have a gold scheme of that painted on there.
No, it needs to be like a mural of a. Oh God, what are they called? The
Like
bullfighters?
Like the 80s
Matador? But it's a Hydra charging it.
All right. I like it.
So like the vans in the 70s.
And it's
that have,
Trinic
like,
with
the-
his cape just.
But it's
Oh,
going.
it's so perfect.
Yeah.
But it's going into his face. because
exactly. It's just.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I was thinking on the back also, like on the very back, like we painted like Morden's my buddy, like for you. And then
Moradin's my co-pilot.
Honk if you love
or in
Morden.
the pocket you love Morden, or then we have like a little decal shadow painted of a little raccoon face with a pirate hat. But,
Don't forget to
raccoons
get-
constantly with him.
Don't forget the shag carpeting that we inevitably need for the 70s style van that we're like pimping out.
Oh, that was banned 200 years ago.
We just created a VW bus. I think we just
Yeah.
that I just pulled.
A decal that says my other ride is also Zagat.
Protected by
I
health
was.
insurance.
Depending, is this a wagon that was open, or was it just
Correct.
was it open?
I'm sorry.
Was it an open wagon, or did we have a cover top?
I think you all had a covered top. I think you chipped in for the covered top.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Mind you, I don't think you own the wagon.
We bought it.
Did you buy the wagon? Oh, that's right. You did buy the wagon. You did buy the wagon.
Oh, because you negotiated the price up.
Yes, because you were the worst negotiator ever.
What's second worst?
It wasn't even the same one they were negotiating.
No, he's the best. He's the worst.
Oh, that's right. That's
He's
right.
the best in quotations.
Who would I need to go talk to?
I'm an expert
putting in,
negotiator, okay? Get it
extra
right.
dimensional space in the wagon.
Probably your mother.
Would she be able to do
Probably your mother.
it? Okay.
We're maybe asking too much now.
That, I can.
Could we just have like a teleportation circle put in the wagon?
No.
Right.
Hey, if we can get extra space in there, we'll take
No,
Just
yeah,
turn the
it's
wagon
just a
into a
pull-out.
TARDIS.
You just reach under it. You just pull out the teleportation
Hey,
circle.
I was going to do that, but I also was going
Fold.
to.
It's one of the walls folds out.
Exactly.
Well, what I wanted also
A
was
multi-use.
I wanted to build a crow's nest in the center and up.
I wonder.
Obviously, you would never be able to.
I call crow's nest.
Well, that's what I was wanting, but with the dimensional.
If we never go near the water with it, we don't ford any rivers on it. We just have a Trinic and a crow's.
You know,
But
if,
It's hilarious.
But when we
if
go
we're
through the
asking
woods,
for the moon, can we just get a kitchen in it?
Well, if it's the extra dimensional space, yeah.
I feel like we're asking
you walk
a
in,
bit
it's
much
big
now.
as this.
Why is that the most reasonable thing I've heard so far?
Like-
that is the easiest and most reasonable thing.
I mean, at this point, we're
Covered
asking for
wagon
extra
is
dimensional
like
space, teleportation
8
circles. I
feet
think a
long
kitchen
by
in
4
comparison
feet
is
wide.
Hashtag wagon
The
life.
big space.
Oh well, it's not a full kitchen, a camping kitchen, obviously. Like
Oh,
that's
so you want to turn it into like
A bag of holding, but
no, like one of those. What is it? It's like a level 7 spell where
Like
you
a
can
Marvelous
make your
Mansion.
own little. Yeah, like a marvelous mansion or something like that.
Mordenkainen's
And there's even like a level 3 one for a hut.
There's
All I-
one for a
Yeah.
hut. There's one
Yeah.
that makes a tower. There's
All
the
you
tree
can-
house.
There are so many
All
options.
I wanted to do was like.
But those
build
are
the space.
temporary options.
What's the one that's like the rope?
Unless you cast it in the same spot for a year.
Like you have to climb the, or it's the
Road trip.
rope trick. Yeah.
so are we just standing in the middle of the street
Oh, no,
having
talking
this
about-
conversation
yeah,
right now?
absolutely we are.
Yes, in fact, we
I'll
are.
assume the weirdest look you've gotten so far is we put a mast in the middle of
Can we not
the.
make this much heavier than it already is?
I'll be like, Zagat, go.
Wouldn't the extra dimensional space make it lighter?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I guess.
What I wanted to do was possibly double or triple the inside space, so everybody could go in, sleep.
Just have apartments in there.
We would have a big open space where we'd have a place for cooking. We could store things. We could all easily rest comfortably at night. And depending
Player
on
hub. We're making a player hub. Chat.
Does that mean
A
Rocky can
portable
come with
one.
us?
you're a raccoon.
Does that mean Rocky
I
can
played
come
a
with
game
us?
where we had a pirate ship with a teleportation circle on it. That was
Well, I didn't want to put that. Did we? Okay. Did we?
We'll
want to
just
allow
turn the
pets in?
wagon into the teleportation circle, so it's a TARDIS.
just unfold it and
it's bigger on the inside.
Yeah, it's an extra dimensional space on the inside,
so
and it is a teleportation
put it
circle.
into your mom.
Yes. So
Yeah,
we show
but
it to my
time travel.
mom.
Okay. So you all leave your cart outside and go into
only a matter of time.
the
Wherever wagon storage. Can go.
yes.
None of us are intelligence based, are we?
No.
Most of us
No, you are.
No, I am not.
are all hot and
I've been 14. I'm actually pretty intelligent.
He's smart, but he's not an intelligence-based character.
We have
I'm charisma based.
we have 4 charisma-based
All
characters.
you gotta do is kill.
You're not
a
even
warrior.
charisma-based.
And
You're
No, I'm not
constitution-based.
charisma-based, but I have an 18 in charisma anyway.
well,
My lowest stat is 13, and that's both for strength
Yes,
and
because
for wisdom.
that's because Lily has an 18 in charisma.
9.
Yeah, Lily has an 18 in charisma.
Asher has like a 10.
all
Yeah.
you gotta do is either get Orin to retire or die, and then I'll be coming in with a psychic warrior. I'll be intelligence-ish
It's up to you,
base.
man.
I mean, he has a cult.
We don't want Orin to die, though.
Oh no, but I'm just saying.
Because then they starve.
Yeah.
We're gonna need.
Well, there's also that.
if he retires, it's gonna be for a darn good
Okay.
reason.
well, the
So-
bar's gonna need a cook.
He actually goes to try and break the contract, and
Worry
ends
about
up in
Sam.
litigation, so that's why he's removed from the campaign.
I find my mom.
If that's what happens, that's what happens.
We're going to the university now.
All right. All right. You go into her workshop area. It is somehow a little bit cleaner, but that's like, I don't know. That's not really much to go off of. That's like your child picking up one piece of their clothing inside of their room. Like it's you can see it. Yeah, you know that they were trying to make an effort, but that's as much as an effort as a toddler can make.
Is the weird rainbow oil stain on the ceiling still?
Oh, 100%. There, you pass by the handful of coffee makers. One of them, you know, is definitely oil.
Yeah. I snag a cup.
A cup of oil or coffee?
Coffee.
Okay.
Oh, come on, it's the best coffee in the world.
Trent grabs a copy. One of them too.
Okay, hold on.
Last game, I'm trying to remember. I should have watched
Okay.
this episode before we started this one.
I had to do that.
Because I think there was Zagat wanted to go see his mom too to talk about trying to get more memories unlocked.
Yes.
But I can't remember what happened that triggered that for him. Like there was something.
I asked you a bunch of questions.
Yes, that's right, and he couldn't think of anything.
Yeah.
You kind of
Because you were having an
Yeah, he
existential
glitched.
crisis.
Yeah, he had an existential crisis. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
You just stared off into space. If you could cry, you probably were crying.
Orin's team building exercise worked.
It did.
It did.
It's just
Oil too.
Okay, you find Marigold.
He cries blood for some reason.
Oh no. Oh, mother.
She lifts up her goggles. Oh, hello, dearie.
clumsy.
Kind of predicament. We have a new wagon for our group.
Hmm.
Do you think you could help us upgrade it a little bit very quickly in the next day or so?
What kind of upgrades?
Well, obviously.
Because I have this magical thing. Well, I should say magical. It's definitely more mechanical.
Well, I'd love to get
You look at it. It's just a fucking jet engine, basically.
Trinick steps up and says, "We have a list," and
Yeah.
unrolls a scroll, and it just rolls onto the ground.
I just look at you. I'm like, you can write? Okay.
You didn't think I could write?
I didn't know you could. I've never seen you write.
I think that's.
I write real good.
Oh, okay.
I think that's.
He doesn't language good, though.
Dirty pirate.
I know.
I take a big hit of my coffee.
You're fairly nice.
I'm gonna need
You
access.
definitely has a little bit of oil in it.
That's okay.
It's good
I
for the
need
soul.
access to the paint. I would like to paint the cabin or the wagon.
Not a problem. You know where it is.
Yes.
Big yellow
Yes.
room.
Also,
Very fume heavy.
Is it yellow because of the paint, or
it's just a
No, it's a warning.
it's a warning. How hard would it be to possibly double the space inside the wagon? I explained to her what I had in mind. If we could just double it,
Within a day? No. No, that is not
not possible.
not possible. That requires some enchantment.
If possible, how long would it take in the future if we were to get that done?
A handful of days, maybe, if I can contact the right people. And if we could always use it as a learning experiment for some of the children, I should say children, students.
Do we have a few days?
Then it would cost you significantly less because they're unpaid labor.
Get that into the docket. We would really like that.
Much like universities use their students for unpaid labor.
Yep.
Why not?
What else would we wanting with this wagon? Like,
I'll just hand you the list.
ejecto seat, no.
A kitchen.
Yes, we will.
A camping kitchen because a full kitchen
Okay,
is way too big.
A camping kit, that's very easy to do.
A crow's nest.
Thank you.
What use would you have for a crow's nest?
For,
You'd be
Crows.
way too top heavy.
for
Oh, we could
looking
do it magically.
ahead, scouting.
We could do it magically.
Magically, sure, but it's completely. That isn't coming from me. It's completely unnecessary for a wagon.
But we're Scaruses. Aren't we all just a little extra in our?
Oh, 100%.
Then let's make this.
But there's a difference between extra and unnecessary.
Any way to make the wagon go faster when Zagat pulls it?
Have you thought about giving him wheels?
I'd love to give him wheels. I have thoughts.
We have thoughts.
I draw a quick sketch of Gizmo Duck. We were thinking like this.
Yes. Gizmo Duck.
Why does he have a bill?
Because it would be cuter that way.
The only thing I could possibly think of to make him go faster would be
It's a
some
protective
boots of
piece for
speed,
his
maybe.
face.
But that you're looking at like just a little bit of a speed increase.
Is there any way to set?
Other than this right behind me.
Belt of Storm Giant strength would do the trick.
Just throw the
I just got to
wagon.
pull the stuff.
I don't know what a Sagate is.
Open the gate. I misspelled shit.
Would a proximity alarm around it? Could we set something like that up to so many feet away from the wagon?
I mean, that's just a classic alarm spell.
Could we set it?
That maybe she would know that.
I don't currently know that, but with
Okay,
an goal, I could.
An alarm spell is fairly easy. It's not even that difficult of an enchantment.
I don't know if it's something we could enchant onto the wagon just to like activate.
Your,
at night.
your best bet wouldn't be onto the wagon itself, but maybe just a storage compartment. Put some rope in there or something, and then from there you can set like this is one mark, this is another mark. That'd be your best way.
I'd also just like to.
Isn't that spell also a ritual?
Ritual, possibly.
Because if it's a possible to ritual cast, we would be better off just spending the 50 gold to buy the scroll.
All right, I think you can ritually cast. I think it requires a component of like silver string.
It doesn't require much, and it's not. It'd be more of a just a permanent one, more of a.
Okay, yeah.
It's not something you just expend.
I
Luckily,
just think it'd be a good idea to have because we'd have something to defend and
Sure,
could
sure.
be higher. I was thinking maybe we could get. I don't know about armor or anything on it, but I was thinking maybe we have a weapons cache.
Alarm is a ritual cast spell.
Like we could do a weapons cache or anything like that.
What
Mounted
you-
crossbows. or
what
anything like
use would you have? This isn't. What use would you have for a armory, if you will?
that. Well, not an armory. Just like armor on it, like protect the wheels a little bit more.
Were you just saying that you wanted to move fairly quickly? You have two choices.
That's what that's for.
You have two choices: quickly, or defensively.
Okay, we want.
You can't. Otherwise,
think so.
Otherwise, he slows down because I'm assuming he's the war horse here.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've decided to not buy horses.
I've picked up on that. He looks a little bit more worn,
Yes.
My joints hurt.
which is impressive.
Also, he'll need a tune-up before we go.
I can tell. I can see dirt deep in him.
Ooh, I'd love
we
I'd love some
fought
tuna as
not
well.
one, but two hydras.
Oh, what kind?
We got the heads. We have a head from each back in the wagon. If you want them, we can discuss.
Those we could possibly use for some form of decoration. Have you boiled them yet?
I think we boiled one.
We did not boil us.
No, but they're in the chest.
Why would you boil it?
To skin it and to get this bone and to get the meat off.
I thought we boiled something. Some of the Hydra parts to get the.
You cooked some of it and made Hydra sausage.
I don't have a big enough pot for an entire Hydra head.
We'll need a
big
bigger pot.
Yes, that's right. I had you feeding Hydra sausage to everybody in town.
And it was very delicious, very spicy. I don't think that'll be an issue. There should be an extra large cauldron probably somewhere around here.
All right. Would we want to like mount any weapons or anything? Like, just anything, or would we?
I think we all just carry our own weapons.
We are enough of an
I am the
arsenal.
weapon.
I was to say we are enough of an arsenal. I don't know that that's entirely necessary.
I think we need more.
Why are we making a battle wagon?
It's fun. We're gonna paint it red instead and make it go faster.
That is not how that works in this universe.
It might. Don't take this fun from me.
You are not an orc.
I have an idea. Why don't we just get a bunch of dinosaur mounts and put armor and weapons on those?
Hey, Dino Rider.
What's a dinosaur?
Do this not exist in this world?
Fuck dinosaurs.
I guess they don't.
No, it's not relevant. It's not relevant in this part of the world.
So he's saying there's a chance.
I mean, I've told you that there's a Lich King.
Yes.
There's literally a magical Lich
There's a lich.
as the library in the library.
Oddly enough, he's a good.
There's some sort of insane, decrepit, magical form of Goliath female that owns a discount item shop.
Oh yeah, yeah. I never really got to go to that.
No,
Damn.
they might still be there.
I might go. Yeah. So
That was certainly an adventure.
You're just excited to be back in person.
Damn, it's awesome. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with myself.
All the things.
You have to push the
Can we
button.
make it a battleship? Can we make this card a spaceship now, Mom? Please.
All right.
You
So
have to push the button. Push the button to go.
I want to turn it.
Let's make spelljammers right now.
I want it to be a flying wagon. It would be amazing. let's bring the wagon.
But it
in.
still
Can we
just
bring
looks
the
like a
wagon in or where can we take it to?
I mean,
Dutch is a thing.
just take it to one of the garages.
Okay, yeah, we'll take it there. I'll grab the paint. What color scheme do we want? Like, I'm grabbing different paints. I'm grabbing the stencils for lettering. I'm grabbing whatever I can. Just
I think
tell
some.
me.
I think some flames on the side would make it look pretty.
Can I
cool.
try? Can I have a little space to draw?
Asher says blood red.
Blood red.
That's her contribution.
All right. Okay.
We're doing.
Asher says it or Lily says it.
It doesn't matter.
Which one? Which one?
It doesn't matter.
Can I have a bit to paint on?
Sure.
Lily's favorite color is purple.
Purple. I was actually like, I wanted to do purple on the wheels, like on the.
Trennick's favorite color is gold.
Well, I was gonna do gold lettering for our name.
So we'll just do like purple and gold like the 7th Street Saints.
Yeah.
The Who?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're a gang from back in Breckenridge.
No. But yeah, I was thinking maybe like a dark purple. Then of course maybe we could do in the center, literally down the center, a red stripe, like just down the center.
How about 3?
To make it go faster. Yeah, sure.
No, 3 stripes.
3 stripes.
Zagat has completely checked out of this conversation. He is just.
So how much am I getting to paint?
Hey,
where?
buddy, Zagat.
I'll let you paint underneath
Zagat.
the wagon. How about that?
He's
You wanna
having
paint
a
underneath the
crisis.
wagon?
I do.
Okay. I'll let you paint underneath
You
the
want
wagon.
some coffee?
I don't drink.
I think this is coffee. Is this
So
coffee?
what
Is
do
it
I need
oil?
to roll for painting?
I'll take it if
Just
it's
go
oil.
let me do it.
I don't know.
Can you taste it?
I feel like
Do a general intelligence. No, dexterity. Do a general dexterity
I
check.
just rolled.
general
so
dexterity.
Okay, that's
if I
fine.
take it, it's a 20.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a plus what of my what do you want me to do?
It's just a dexterity check.
Oh, 22.
Okay. You apply fairly evenly. You go through a second time, make sure it's looks nice and well done. This is not for stenciling. This is just for the actual painting.
Yeah, I went all purple. Then I did the down the center of the wagon, like painting those as well. Like I painted like the stripes that somebody asked. I then would pull out the stenciling for the name of our group.
De-Hydra-tors.
Yeah. I love it though. So I'll take that stencil out. I'll start putting it up.
That's what happens when you're not here.
I was here. You guys could hear me.
So
But we could just mute you.
Oh, I know you did.
while he's painting, hey RJ, can you hold some paint for me? I'm gonna paint something underneath the wagon. That's what he told me I could do.
Yeah, I love
So go ahead and do for the stenciling. Go ahead and do another dexterity check.
it. No, that's a 6.
Okay.
Great.
You are very good at the broad strokes, but you are awful at using a stencil for some reason. Like every time you place it, goes crooked. It definitely looks like some second grader was using a stencil.
So I will cover that up with paint again. I'll be like, does somebody want to help me hold this at an advantage?
So while he's doing that, I'm having
Yes,
RJ help
I will
me
do that.
on the bottom by holding paint.
Okay.
What do I roll to paint a terrifying religious mural on the bottom of the wagon?
Okay. I want you to do a religion check.
Religion or intimidation?
Religion.
Anyone who looks in the
This is with him being like, okay, we
You do not get advantage though,
I don't get
because he is not technically. He's holding paint. This is purely your imagination coming from this.
okay.
You can give yourself guidance if you want,
That's
but you can't. You will not get an advantage from this.
So I rolled a 12 plus 2 is 14. Do I add anything to that religion?
It's a religion check, so
So that's 2, and that's based on wisdom?
I guess so.
Okay, so I got a 15 then.
Okay. It looks like a very well done mural on the bottom of a wagon. Doesn't really instill fear, you feel, but it looks you're happy with it. It's more based on your experiences with Vrokti.
Well, he wasn't trying to be terrifying. I just knew it would be.
Yep. It doesn't look too terrifying.
Anybody who looks at it gets a point of supernatural madness.
We start bringing in Call of Cthulhu rules.
There we are.
All right. So
Wait, y'all haven't been. I've been playing with Call of Cthulhu rules this entire time. You just don't know it.
We've been playing checkers. He's been playing 3D chess. Okay.
4D chess.
4D chess. Okay. Oh god. So who wants to help give me advantage?
I will.
Okay. So is this Dex as well?
It's Dex.
21.
Okay.
Cool.
You paint over it, and then you re-stencil it. It definitely looks like you did re-stencil it, because it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It won't be noticeable.
Hey, that looks really good this time.
Yeah. Thank you. I also
Now I want you to do an intelligence check as well, please.
Okay. Ooh, that's 20.
Okay, perfect. You spell it correctly.
22. I would hope I spell it right. Jesus Christ.
It's Hydra-tors. It's not really a word you spell.
D.
It's a word you feel.
Hyphen.
Yeah.
Hydra hyphen.
Can that roll also include what I was going to put on the backside?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So there is a skull and crossbones raccoon decal that I put back there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I put that back there with a little pirate hat. I texted you in that game. I was going to do it last game.
It's great.
So I do that. I also put.
Oh, buddy.
Do we want Zagat as our co-pilot or is our horse?
My other right is also
Our other mount
Zagat.
is Zagat.
Hashtag wheels for Zagat.
My other mount is a Zagat.
Yeah, other mount is Zagat.
My other mouth is also a Zagat.
So just put on some stupid stuff. So yeah, that's painted. The kitchen.
Somehow
that we wanted
Zagat
with
on his own butt gets a bumper sticker that says "Honk if you love Moradin."
I was thinking if we did that, like, could it be something that we attach to like the side and we could bring it down? If that's possible. Like, is it possible to make that like?
So the way Marigold set it up, because you're essentially hiring her and whatever staff she has available for it, and she's definitely using students. She's not beyond using student labor.
Oh yeah. She's doing it right.
Essentially, at the front of the wagon, there is a spot where you actually pull out and up, and essentially a workstation for cooking is there.
You have your own Blackstone. You're welcome. You have a griddle.
Oh, he's probably still working on, or no, he's.
It's not a griddle.
Oh,
it's not a griddle. No, it's not. It's not that. It's more like once you pull it out, there's essentially a cutting area, all that where you can prepare and do all that. The cooking you'll still have to do on fire and on over a fire and all that.
Oh, okay.
Any cauldrons or griddles you want to use, that comes out of that's something you'll have to buy.
Yeah, prep kitchen.
Luckily, you have a cauldron already.
I was gonna say I just needed a prep kitchen.
There we go. I do leave with my mom. Like, I asked her if she can research the interdimensional like space, like just to make it a little bit bigger if we can in the future.
Definitely.
Yes. Also, if
Definitely.
we ever have to say kill something else big and haul it, we want to be able to ride on the wagon in comfort as well. Because that was not a comfortable trip, probably coming back with that. Right?
Did we reinforce the wagon so we can ford the river if we have to?
We'll discuss that later.
Better hope you don't have to ford a river.
Yeah, that makes
Add
fun.
floats to it.
That's a good idea.
No,
But this can't be
I
our
believe they're called pontoons.
pontoons for Zakai.
I mean, that's easier than wheels.
Yeah, I was gonna say all you need is just some
Wheels
sort of.
are one of mankind's oldest inventions.
What's a wheel?
Four of them on the cart.
Oh no, they're just hexagons.
Yeah, you didn't know that? It's hexagons. It used to be triangles. Then we discovered hexagons.
They're rounded hexagons.
So we're just like sitting there like this the whole time. Like,
They're four ovals, but they're not like aligned properly. So
The entire game.
Man, if only we had something that was more even.
So yeah.
well, too bad.
Like other than that, I think that's good, right? For now, we'll fix it and add other shit to it later. We do have to get going, right?
I mean, you don't have to.
Important to go find this guy.
Yeah,
yeah.
He just wants to buy.
people are dying, Brody. While you're painting a wagon.
As he's saying this, I kind of look under the wagon. I go,
Do you like it?
yeah, looks great, buddy.
Thank you.
What's the guy?
I worked really hard on it.
Under there.
Is there something I need to smite?
Why would you smite the
I
wagon?
don't think we need it.
I don't know.
So you reach down
You look terrified.
and you actually just lift the wagon.
Oh dear God.
Whoever's in the wagon, you just kind of just fall out.
oh, giant!
The student,
oh my.
that one student making the prep station like secure. Just
It's certainly artistic.
Thank you.
Do a religion check.
Do I have to make a will save?
No, just do a
Is
religion.
it religion?
Yes, yes it is. No, the cultists are the Carnites. They eat all the meat.
16.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
That's the rock
that
you don't want to
you think in your head that is definitely the work of a cultist. Holy shit!
Red flag, red flag, red flag.
I did not know limbs could twist that way.
But is it odd?
In Zagat's Terminator style vision, it just like brings up your little profile and it raises your threat level up a tick.
From 1 to 2.
I feel like if Orin wasn't as nice as he was, you would have already smited him.
It's very conflicting for him.
You have not been smoted.
He's friendly, but he's also terrifying. I'll keep an eye on him.
During that all that I kind of asked my mom if she knows anything about because we are going to Storm Shield, correct?
Yeah.
I asked her, it's like, anything I should know about Storm Shield, or should I go ask father?
I mean, from what I know, it is very damp.
Great.
It is almost always storming. Xylo's pretty cool. He's a paladin.
Is that X, Y?
ZY. ZYLO.
Yeah, he's the leader or the.
He's essentially the lord of the area. His brother is a bit eccentric.
Who's his brother again?
Ryl, RYL.
RYL?
RYL.
And his brother, what is he a paladin as well?
No, he is the furthest thing from a paladin. But he is incredibly intelligent, but very eccentric.
Okay. Should I discuss with him what we're looking into?
I have no idea. He'll probably go off on a rant on something completely random, honestly. Something that you weren't even asking about.
I'll send Zagat on that one.
And he's not even old. He's just weird.
So he's are weird or
No, he's beyond your weird.
That's possible.
Like, I'll be honest.
Like
his weird would make Sprinkle Toes go, what?
oh.
Why does that? How does that make sense?
Oh.
He's not even damaged. He's just weird. He's just weird.
interesting. All right.
A question: is there anything we need to know before we travel through the Elven lands to get to Storm Shield?
Don't do so with malice.
Excellent.
Well, I don't even know
I've
that
never even
person,
met him.
so.
He's too innocent. Leave him alone.
3
That's a good number.
3 points of damage.
I have 3.
Do we
points
both
of
take
temporary
it because we
according
both
to
made the
this.
change at the same time?
You both take it.
It's fair.
Also, that shield that I have, the kite shield that I've gotten. How big is? I know a kite shield like is gigantic. I thought.
They don't have to be gigantic. It's something you can you feel the weight of, but it's not too bad.
I wanted to have her like inspect the shield and see if there was anything else that she might know about it that I didn't know.
She takes a look at it, puts down some glasses, and whispers a few words. And that just seems like y'all were spot on with the examination of it.
So it's a +2 acid poison resistance.
Not +2.
I thought you said it was. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That's to my armor class. It gives you.
Yes, yes.
Sorry. My bad. But it's acid and fire.
It was just acid resistance. Acid and poison.
Acid poison. That's it.
Yeah, acid and poison resistance.
I'll-
Not to, you don't gain advantage on any saving throws or anything. It's just resistance to the damage.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure on that. Did anybody need to go to library? Did anybody need information? Obviously, you're getting tuned up as well. Gonna leave you alone. You're getting your oil bath.
Last thing I want to do before we leave is just make sure that I purchase clothing that is appropriate for the climates that we'll be traveling through, so I don't have to worry about making survival checks on hypothermia
We'll
or
be going to the mountains.
something like that,
That I thank you.
and a scroll of alarm.
Sure. Do you want to go to the discount shop, or do you want to
No.
go to an actual shop?
Actual
I'm
shop.
gonna go to a good
Can I
shop.
get them anywhere they need to go?
I just have this
and
image of
possibly
because I
or-
don't have resistance. to
Do
elements,
a
so I would have to make survival.
do a general charisma check. Actually, no, do a
Giant Zagati,
persuasion check.
like it's one of those
Persuasion.
poopy down coats. Just
No,
Like a unit, an 8-foot tall, even.
It's just like
it's just a puffy vest.
yeah, it's just.
no, we
You don't really find anyone. You don't. There are a few people that you would know of, but they don't seem to be available right now.
Okay. All right. I actually have.
Beyond for the magical scroll, you know that. I'm sorry.
How much is the scroll normally?
50.
All right. I have actually. I have 50 gold scrolled away that nobody knew about.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just buy it straight out for you.
Okay, you buy it from Mandrakes.
Yeah. All right. You can put that in here.
Got
Wherever
it.
you got that. My coat, I was my duster. I would basically try and get that like lined for winter.
Luckily, you don't even have to do much with it in terms of the lining it, because you just have another coat you can basically just throw under it.
Okay. I have had this in my inventory basically from the beginning, back from when we did the early campaign, the start of it. I have a brown bear pelt.
Sure.
I just want to make sure that it's okay. I want to use it just in the wagon, like when it gets cold, like we can stay warm. I just want to throw it in.
Sure.
I would use it as
Lay it down there.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to make sure that it's set. I just want it out of my inventory. So,
Sure.
so
All right, Logan.
So 3 things. First off, check on, Orin's not expecting, the
Thank
lawyer to have fully translated everything, but he's going to go ahead and check in on that. Maybe bring a meal to him as a thank you. Second, go to the orphanage again and cook for them. Not cook them, cook for them. And third, probably, just spread the word of Rockdy.
Okay.
and Dick.
For item 1, no new information yet, but he did accept the meal with a thank you. Option 2, okay. Option 3, do a religion check.
Guidance?
Sure.
14.
Okay. Good to know. You spread some of the word of Rockdy.
But listen.
You do spend the rest of the day at the orphanage, though.
Okay.
Gio, do you have anything?
No, I'm basically just waiting to get good.
Okay.
You can join me at the
Mike.
orphanage. You can help tell stories. Come on.
I think I'd like to at least get another long sleeve shirt or something like I wear underneath, because I've got metal. I have studded jackets, a studded leather jacket. I don't know if that's really going to be
Okay.
enough for the weather we might encounter.
You find a tailor that has clothing at the ready, and you buy you can just buy a couple thicker cotton shirts. It'll cost you 2 gold total.
Okay.
You also pick up some gloves as well, we'll say.
And like cotton shirts.
Cotton shirts.
Oh, I need
They'll definitely keep you warm.
I'll go through my clothing and see what I have in the apartment.
Sure. Now to two. Do you have anything you need?
Just like I said, the traveler's clothes, and he bought the scroll,
Okay.
and then maybe. Yeah, I think it's probably good enough. I have 5 blankets.
So we need another one.
He doesn't need one.
Oh, right.
But I have 2 bedrolls. I don't know if
I don't know, do you?
bedrolls.
I mean, not for sleeping, but maybe to stay warm.
That's fair. What would you like to do, Zagat?
So, Zagat's probably getting his tune-up right now while everyone.
Sure. You're currently in the equivalent of an ice bath.
Yes. So he's going to talk with what's your last name? Scars. He's going to talk with Mrs. Scars for a little bit. Do you remember when you first met me? You mentioned something about weapons?
Yes. Typically, Warforged are weird. You're all, for lack of a word, mechatronic. But it seems like every single Warforged I have met is literally equipped for war in some capacity. As if you were manufactured that way. You are specifically a spear unit, as noted per that little symbol on your chest.
Understood.
It's the diamond with cross lines on it.
I know.
Well, the diamond's the weird part, really, but the crossed lines typically means spear unit.
I know. The last time we spoke, I had asked you to look to see if we could get more of my memory back, but we can't do anything because of the damage to the soul stone. Correct?
Due to the overall damage to your chests and memory unit, yes.
Would that have any effect on the weapons? Would you be able to activate any of them?
I am not sure how to activate them, honestly.
Because so far, I have been a failure.
I wouldn't say that.
My friend is dead because I was not paying attention and I could not get to them in time.
Understandable. She takes a moment to think.
If I did not want to unlock my weapons before, but I feel like I might need to.
So there are rumors of. Let me take a step back here. There are not too many highly sentient Warforged. Several of them are labor units, just because that's all they can do anymore. Some of them, they might have like a flicker of personality, but it seems like they are beyond fixing. But there are some rumors of a Warforged, or what might be a Warforged, that live in the wilds of Goithane. Seems to be some form of hunter units. I don't really know beyond that. But there really aren't any such things as feral Warforged.
And they would be able to assist me, do you think?
If that rumor is true and they are intelligent, they might know more than I would in terms of how to activate these weapon systems.
That's in the forests of Goithane?
Somewhere in the forests of Goithane.
Very well. If I have time to pass through there, I may look for them. And keep this between us, please.
I can do that.
Thank you.
Of course.
And then after he gets tuned up, Zagat's just going to go out and...
You feel limber.
Yes, Zagat, with the limited funds he has, will just get, like, some giant blanket or something that he can kind of drape over himself for the cold weather.
Sure.
Because I don't have, like, elemental resistances, I don't think. So I think I'd still have to do survival checks.
You still have to do survival checks, yeah.
So he'll need something to keep the gears and joints
Sure.
warm. So he needs a car cover.
So
I have a lot of gold. Do you want me to buy?
So you would need something that is both insulated as well as will keep off the elements
Yes.
beyond just cold.
We need to get him like a tunic or something.
Do you want ye old poncho?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say just like a
They
large.
have- if they have a
Mexican blanket.
honestly, if they have like a circus tent that would like a small tent that would fit, that would probably he would just wear it like a parka. He would be the central pole of the tent, if you will.
I think we need to find ye old big and tall.
Or what, if you find something substantial that would work,
I'll take you shopping.
I mean, a cloak, right? That's what they were
It'd just
for.
be a very thick.
It's very
big.
large cloak.
Yes.
So just a moo.
Basically.
So I'm gonna say this.
I think it's more like a car cover, so I think it goes over his shoulders. So it's just like when he's just standing there, he's just like a block.
Orin has only lived on an island. I don't think he's seen or even knows about snow.
I would have.
You are in a very temperate area. You don't get snow. You understand like strong winds and strong rains and hurricanes, cyclones.
It's probably colder here than at home, though. Yeah, so you get that.
But snow, you've never seen snow.
So hasn't gone anything for cold weather because it'll be a little uncomfortable, but he can survive.
Like, I would know enough growing up with the dwarves that I would.
Oh, you know, the
might
dwarves
wanna-
are in a
you might
mountainous
wanna-
area.
Yeah. You said you took me with you to North Hill, so
what would you,
I'll just have him go with clothes.
Do you want a
So
poncho
obviously you know
in
what's-
your color scheme
Oh,
of
okay,
what you
okay.
have?
If that's possible.
Yeah.
The guy is not very picky, so.
If I get like maybe like an off
If
white,
you find something that fits,
Yeah.
then he'll be fine.
what would it cost me to find what I'm looking for the guy?
It wouldn't be. You can find something.
Cloak of Bule hide.
You can find something fairly easily.
You just go to the bazaar and steal someone's tent.
You just walk through it and it
Fall falls out of the tent as you run away.
I walk in and I'm like, how much? Oh, for my
You know what? Do
a
it.
tent.
I want you to do a persuasion check.
16 plus my persuasion 4, so
Okay.
20.
You do find a essentially a wholesale tailor. Basically, they just put out. They don't really do much in the way of high quality, but they put out a lot.
If I were to say within like the rest of the time, if I could I give it to somebody at the school to like just tighten it up a little bit, make sure it doesn't like fall apart on him after a day?
They can definitely do that. It's basically nice like wool lining on the inside, but a light leather on the outside. It will definitely. It's thick. It's heavy. He can take it.
Yeah.
No one else could really use it because it is that big.
Except as a tent.
Yes. It.
Or a blanket.
Yes. Yes.
At least we have something to sleep in.
It is. It is a weighted comforter.
Oh, nice. I love those.
That's pretty perfect, actually.
Literally me bringing it back. I'm like,
So Juice,
Oh, thank you.
went to me with to the orphanage.
And you even go creak. Perfect. It even has a hood on it.
So mysterious.
if I can, could it just be like
I
tan
believe I'm
leather?
disguised now.
Tan leather, maybe with like a little.
Who are you?
Wait for you or for him.
For him. I wanted to try and find something that matched his color scheme.
So the leather, because no one makes something that big, and they had to make it fairly quickly.
Oh, it's
The
bad.
leather looks a little bit mismatched. Like some of
Different cow hides.
it's
and different
definitely
things,
like
yeah.
I love
not
that it's like
super high
multiple
quality
cows worth of
leather.
hide.
It's but it's effective.
Okay, as long as it's effective and whole, it's not good for you.
Yeah.
It'll do.
All right. I'll look into putting your emblems and stuff on it later if I can.
Ooh, fancy.
I want you to have something nice. You're pretty beat up.
So RJ
I am a
took
simple bond.
Orin shopping for clothes. How much for cold weather gear?
One of you, and you can give yourself advantage here. One of you, since I'll assume you assist, do a persuasion check. And since he's taking you shopping, I want him to do it.
Okay.
But
If you were taking him shopping, I'd say the other way around.
That would be a 14.
Okay. You managed to find some clothing stores. How much are you? What are you looking to get?
Cold weather.
Cold weather.
gear,
No,
I
that
think.
that was me. That was Zach forgetting actually. Okay.
He's like, hey,
Yeah.
you don't have this.
Just a couple gold. Let's say 4 gold.
Okay.
And you managed to get something that'll be fairly sturdy enough.
how much was that? It's hard for him, by the way.
The reinforced weighted comforter
How much was that?
would be about 10 gold total.
10 gold? Okay.
Because that is a lot of material.
And I'm good weather gear wise, right?
Yeah, you have stuff.
Okay.
I didn't have any like traveling gears, so I'll probably do that.
Okay, 4 gold as well.
My weather gear, just pull it down, just gap. I just have fancy clothes.
Gap is fancy.
Well, ish.
I sold this shirt.
You have the equivalent of Gucci.
Yeah, okay. That's it.
I was gonna say, like, Gap is like the budget brand of Banana Republic,
Well, I was
which
going
is
more just
like
crap.
the mid tier of an actual high tier brand. Like,
Welcome to fashion.
I don't know clothes.
you're welcome.
It's either like Walmart or Kohl's. That's most of my stuff.
I get most of my stuff from Target. I'm very simple that way. Anyway,
I stole this shirt from Charlie.
you stole that.
Damn moron!
Just say Charlie.
All right. On the way.
I thought you were talking about your dad.
Did you want to do any more wandering?
A little. I just sort of keep my eyes open for anything that takes my fancy. Are you with me, by the way, since we went and bought the scroll? No.
No.
You're kind of just walking around
I'm
then.
probably with you.
Okay.
Okay, you two are walking around then. Out of the corner of your eye, down an alleyway, you do see like a blinking light.
Is it red?
Yes.
I sort of stops the guy.
Danger may be ahead.
What is that?
Red lights usually denote emergency, caution, or danger.
I'll go. I'll walk towards it.
Okay.
Cautiously with Zagat.
Okay.
If the god doesn't know about it.
You walk down a little bit, and oddly enough, it's a neon sign for a discount magic item shop.
Is it?
Oh no.
Oh.
Ooh,
Definitely
hey,
danger.
Run again.
Definitely danger.
So this is where I got this cloak. See, check it out. Activate cloak.
Just need to throw that at people.
I walk in.
I bought a ring here.
You showed me the ring. I didn't know what it does.
I think it will keep me from drowning. Well, not drowning because I don't breathe, but falling into deep water.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'll go in and take a gander.
Okay.
I'll Miranda it.
Who else? It's you. Are you going inside?
Were you
Okay.
with us?
I was outside. I'm not going back in there.
Smart.
I'll go in.
I'll
I've
watch
got
his
a lot.
back.
I've got
You'll
a
go back
lot of-
inside. Layout's completely different.
Oh boy.
Where it looked
It looked
like
like a warehouse before. Now it's like a tchotchke shop.
I'll walk in, peruse. I'm looking, just keeping my eyes peeled for whoever's in charge.
you see the gnome, the little lawn gnome that's in the same spot roughly.
I thought it was a Goliath.
We found you here the last time.
A long Goliath?
You've been here before.
Oh, I have
No, there was a Goliath, but they were in possessing a lawn gnome.
He was in a madness streak.
That's right. That's what it is. Okay.
That's true.
So apparently I've been here before.
Yes.
You were deep in the throes of the book.
Oh, again. Great.
You slept in a tent in the store.
You found the camping section.
We still don't know what happened
Fascinating.
It was
due to that.
Fascinating. So I'm looking around. Anything catch my eye?
It's a bunch of garbage, mostly.
I go, hello?
Yes.
Right there.
My friend. I camped out here.
Why are you looking at the gnome?
Are you not in the gnome anymore?
No, I'm over here. You see the Goliath come out?
Oh, there you are, Bob. Bob, Brody, Bob.
My name's not Bob.
Your name was Bob.
My name's never been Bob.
Your name was Bob last time.
It was?
It was Bob's Discount Magic Items.
I think you made that up.
I think you made that up.
It was discount Bob's discount shop, discount item.
No, those are names that you definitely made up, voice in my head. Do I look like a Bob to you?
Going outside again.
Brody is absolutely loving this. Do you have anything magical?
She looks at you. Are you pulling my leg?
You fucking with me.
Most everything in here is magical. Even that toothbrush.
It's still made the tooth.
Now, let me see. If, say, I buy said toothbrush and I try to brush my teeth and I feel like I didn't brush them well enough, will the toothbrush keep brushing my teeth for me?
Oh, no, definitely. Not that one, no.
Oh, okay.
That one will make it dirtier.
Good. Now the scope there. Will I look through it and will it make me dumber?
No.
Okay.
You'll see deep into your own eye.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. I've got a lot wrong here.
No, physically. It'll just look at your own eye.
I'm actually interested in that one. Good.
That one's not even magical. That one's actually just a fucked up mirror.
Do you have
Get a mirror instead of a bench at the end.
You could be your own optometrist.
Return?
Oh, plenty of those.
Can you show them?
But when do you want them to return?
Instantly when I throw them.
Very good, very good. In your hand, correct?
Not through my chest, not through any of my body.
That's boring.
Throws it instantly.
Yeah, right in my goddamn head.
I mean, she pulls out a butter knife. This. She reaches back. She pulls out a extra large greatsword. We have that one. She goes back. She pulls out a spork. We have that one. She pulls out. Here's a sock.
Spork. I'm interested in all of them.
She comes back.
Finally, a sock you can never lose.
She puts down a hammer. There's that one. It's actually just a blacksmith hammer.
Oh, the hammer.
That's what I have right here, at least.
What does the hammer do?
It returns.
So if I were to throw it,
Yes.
it'll come back.
Theoretically.
How much? The hammer? I'm putting on the whole
15
Scaris-
gold.
the whole Scaris weirdness. I'm just.
15 gold.
Do you know my mother?
We're going there.
You look like a tiefling.
Do you know?
Are you one of the partier ones?
No. I just go there.
Okay, you don't smell like opium.
Here comes the attempt at nepotism.
I'm trying to upgrade our warforged here. Thank you. Oh, if I may ask, what magic does this hammer do? I mean, other than return, is that it?
It hits nails very well.
The great sword, what does it do?
It returns.
I generally don't throw a great sword.
I'm aware.
But that doesn't mean you can't.
Are there any items that you think might suit me? Just deal.
Probably the spork.
What does the spork do?
It returns.
I'm just trying to find a weird fucking item for me.
I mean, they're all. I mean,
I
a
know.
mission accomplished.
I know, mission accomplished. The sock. If I were to put a rock in it and just throw it, will that come back?
It will.
Just the rock.
It returns.
I really want this work.
I think I know the joke, but I'm just gonna
I
leave
think I know
it.
the joke too.
Put the spork into the food.
No,
That's how you instantly choke.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have anything that's throwable that returns with like elemental damage? Anything like that? Like a boomerang.
Maybe.
I have a rogue in the party and it'd be hilarious.
Maybe. Give me one moment.
All right.
She steps down. You see her go around the corner and then turn into one of the aisles.
I want to quickly peruse around myself.
A moment later, she actually comes back up to the counter. Completely different direction.
Okay, okay. It's one of those stores. Okay.
Well, I have this. It is basically a stick that's shaped like a boomerang.
But it doesn't come back.
That's it.
I don't know what it does, actually.
Oh, that's the scariest thing.
I kind of just found it in the boomerang section, and I thought it looked neat. It looked elemental of sorts. It looks like wood. It might just be a stick.
I think it's
A boomerang that does not return is just a stick.
It's a stick. Do you have?
I also have this frisbee.
Can I give it a toss?
Sure.
Quickly, as hard as I can.
It just keeps going. That's not coming back. That was not a returning frisbee. About a moment later, you hear chains. Sounds like you hit a 1.
Call it an ace.
Yes. Ah, very good. Oh Christ.
Discount.
Yeah, I'm aware.
So okay, I want to pick up the hammer. Like you said, it's just hammer.
It's just a blacksmith hammer.
Could it be actually used as a weapon?
A blacksmith hammer can be used as a
I
weapon.
mean, can it be used for him?
Yes.
So if I were, would I have to attune to it to make it return, or could I test it to see if it returns?
You would have to attune to it. It is a magical weapon.
Zagat,
Pokes his head back in. Yes.
would you like to? I asked Sora, could he possibly test out the hammer before leaving?
Yes. I have a testing range right over there.
Would you like to test this hammer? I think it returns.
Sure.
I think you said 15 gold,
Yes.
It's a blacksmith hammer, right?
Yes.
but it returns. That's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm willing to blow. I have money to blow. I'm just having fun. I want to buy something fun for somebody.
Okay.
I don't mind. Go test it.
All right. You go into the testing range. It looks like a battlefield. Like straight up a battlefield. Not like a tornado went through it. It's a battlefield.
Is there a target on the range?
There are plenty of targets.
They're fighting each other.
I guess I'll attune. No one's told me to attune to the hammer, so I'm just gonna hurl the hammer as hard as I can at the nearest target.
I would have said to it too. Okay, never mind.
So you throw the hammer. It hits the target and keeps going. It's still going.
Huh.
It's still going. You can no longer see it.
I think you owe her 15 gold.
Now it's in her store. We didn't buy it. It's here.
It's supposed to return, right?
Oh, it will. It is actually returning right now.
He's gonna keep looking in the same direction. I see where this is going. The guy's just like, well, that's curious. I better not move.
When will it return?
It's returning right now.
Where is it?
It's that way. She pulls out a little teacup. Anyway, that'll be 15 gold.
Training pokes his head in. What's going on, guys? We
15 gold.
Brody's getting the experience.
Yeah.
what did he buy?
A hammer?
That just flew
Oh.
away.
Neat.
It'll show up later. Watch it show up in a battle. We need it.
Roll a death saving throw. Wait, what?
Oh, we bought an ever throwing hammer. Great. How much for that spork?
The spork will be 5 gold.
Buy the spork.
This is all up to you. Why are you asking me?
Yes.
I think you have compulsion issues.
I do. Nah, I'm good. I think later for a time and I walk out. Swear to God, this hammer hits me in the
I
head.
have wands as well. Okay, bye.
No. I walk.
You don't trust.
Thank you for your patronage. We'll see you soon.
I make a note.
To return the hammer.
I make a note to burn that fucking shop down.
Many have tried.
Because you buy it, it eventually comes back to you, and you get sick of it, so you return it to the store.
Just call the hammer videotapes. That
So
would
you have a hammer that may just appear someday.
May question mark hammer?
Hammer of return? Question mark?
It'll be asked about in like 4 sessions. What was this hammer again? Oh, that's right.
And then the hammer appears.
The final
just goes-
boss.
It just destroys the cart. You're just riding along and
You
just
hear a low whistling sound in the distance.
We lose a wheel.
No, we're fighting the final boss. We're about to die. The hammer comes in and does the killing blow on the bad guy.
That seems very paladin.
Yep.
The kill is always robbed from the paladin.
Hammer a week ago.
just as it got swings for the final blow.
Final blow. Final blow to finish your opponent.
You kill this, you hit level 20.
Technically, I threw that hammer.
You all saw it.
Still,
That was my attack.
I'll be on the ground. Pop a smite into it.
The hammer reaches level 20 instead of us.
That's one way of
Robbed.
technically stealing your own kill.
Yeah.
All right. I'm good to
Sentient
go.
and immortal.
20 wizard.
Whenever you guys want to leave, we can.
Okay, so
Kalik Leapand alone.
Lily and
She was napping.
the hammer becomes sentient. Lily and the hammer run off together.
True love.
Watch that laptop because he likes to jump on top of that chair.
Actually, it is uncharted. So I don't...
All right.
I'm good.
So, you all have had the experience.
My brain hurts.
My soul hurts.
Tax that fucking. Which one round?
Yes.
All right. So you return to the academy. You see your carts fixed up. Very much Vikings colors.
It's a deep purple with red stripes, and then
Some gold stenciling.
and the wheels I painted gold. Guess why not?
man,
Fuck it.
bandits are gonna really like us and then really hate us.
And then they'll learn of our Zagat.
Our other ride.
The giant cloaked figure dragging the cart.
Yeah.
Somehow it's more intimidating.
I was going to say, that just seems so
Seriously, It's
ominous.
scary as fuck because when he drops,
Does
that
that
heavy
real
cloak.
Shadow of Colossus vibes? Too.
Yeah, yeah.
Because literally when he drops it, it leaves a crater. Like it'll impact.
It's like DBZ. Yeah, yeah.
Goku dropping the weighted clothing just
He gets more powerful.
yeah, and you rise up just a little, your suspension just in your body.
It's Rock Lee time.
Yes.
You're definitely outclassed here as well, much like Rock Lee was.
Yes.
So yeah.
But I'm determined.
And determination gets you exactly 2 episodes before you get shit on.
Your superpower is determination.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm good to go.
And
I
Undertale.
feel
That's
determination.
I would have loved to know, like, I would have tried to make contact with my dad before leaving, if there's anything he would recommend doing there, or talk to anybody. Just it can be just a quick one-off. Like, I don't need
Are
a.
both of your parents tieflings or just your dad?
Oh, my mom is. She's
Your
pink.
mom is too?
Yeah, she's pink.
just couldn't-
We have the same similar horns. My father is
Jet black.
jet black.
Yeah, and you're green.
I'm green. Yeah, weird. Black and
He
pink. How'd
he
that happen?
he took it from his mother's side.
Yeah, she's weird.
You got your grandfather's color.
Yep. The hair though is from my father, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It is very much the Fey bloodline meeting the fiendish bloodline.
Yep. Cool beans.
All right, so you get your carts. Are you?
Did he have any information for me?
Not really.
Nothing necessary.
Not that you didn't already know of.
All right. So Xylo, leader, Ryle, the weird crazy brothers.
Rill.
Rill, sorry. Okay. All right. So yeah, we'll take off, I guess. Unless you guys had
Nope.
things. All right.
no.
Did you learn yours? Did you take time to learn your spell?
I have not transcribed it into the book yet.
Okay.
I figured I would do
You
that
probably
on the
would've
road.
It would have taken what, 8 hours to do?
No, it's an hour.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long. Just do an Arcana check.
Oh, that's a nat 1. It blows up in my face.
Luckily, it's not an auto fail when it comes to skill checks. Right now you just don't think you can get what you need out of it.
Could I assist that person?
Not right now.
At a later date?
Possibly yes.
I have all my sage equipment, all my schooling stuff. I repacked all that.
Sure thing.
Yeah, made sure I have all that stuff with me. Yeah. So we take off.
All right.
Onwards.
Do we have a map?
Yes, I have one.
Oh, thank God. I remember.
Yeah, we did that last session.
Okay, cool.
I guess the only question is now, we still have 1,500 gold in party funds that is set aside for the tavern. Do we want to stop on the way and purchase the deed and start getting...
I'm 1,000%
Repairs
down
go.
for that.
Yes.
Hello, Panda.
But I will let somebody else take lead on it.
I forgot the cat was there.
She does that.
Does the guy ask that of us or
Yes,
Oh.
sure.
Who do we want to hire?
the dwarves?
Oh, is that who we're hiring?
I sent an estimate off.
Oh, okay.
I might be able to get a chef to come here. I know.
Wait until
of a
repairs
guy.
are done before we worry about staffing. It'll take a little while.
Okay. They're very good.
Do
Are
they
they from your
also?
home?
Yeah. They've wanted to get out of the village
talk
for a
about
while.
We'll discuss it.
In such.
Why they want to leave?
As we're riding, I'm like, did a great job painting underneath the wagon.
Oh, thank you.
It was-
That,
Brilliant.
that was from my dreams last night.
Oh my!
You had a wonderful childhood, didn't you?
Well, yeah.
Probably the best childhood out of everyone here,
Had
actually.
The happiest kid ever, too. Not realizing what he's seeing is just horrific.
He has 2 parents who love him.
Do people often want to leave your
My parents
village,
love me.
or is it just this particular
Kind of.
person?
My mom does.
Well, some people like to travel a bit and come back. Some people like to go out and spread the word occasionally.
Didn't want to be an
I'd say it's average of some people want to just get out of the village they grew up in. Some people just want to stay. We get new blood. We get
Gaming.
people who either fall into or out of the faith. You know, it's just part of life.
How often do people leave because of the losing faith?
I wouldn't say too often, honestly. We're very accepting. Even if they leave because they're losing faith, we accept them. If they lose faith, they're welcome to stay in the village. Like, we don't kick them out. Just some people say they're uncomfortable for some reason.
Do they ever disappear, like, right before a big feast?
No.
Okay.
Usually they stay for the feast and then they leave afterwards because they want
And
the
then
free
they're never
food.
heard from again?
I mean, not from us, but that's because they leave.
Mm-hmm.
What are we hitting at? Zagat, what are we hitting at here?
I was just
Torrin
curious.
has no idea.
Is the person that you had in mind your friend that likes the cream pies?
Oh God.
No, I actually want to find her. She's actually traveling a bit.
Oh, is she on her what did you call it? The thing where you leave when you're a kid and then you eventually I don't know if he actually gave us a word for what it's called.
There wasn't really.
Okay.
Yeah, we're the two half elves our generation, so she decided to go. She's a little bit older than me. And so she's only what, 3 years older than me, I think. So she left a little bit before me, and then here I am leaving a little early just because of the whole, Rocky thing.
I'm sorry.
I was
what
chosen
whole
by
pro-
Rocky.
Oh, God. So she decided that you needed to go on your journey.
Well, she didn't say I needed to, but everyone thought it was a good idea, and so I did.
Okay. I was just curious.
So we're traveling.
Mm-hmm. Are there any discussions that you'd like to go through while you're traveling? As it will take some time before you reach the border to the Elven lands.
Well, I would be looking out, but we don't have a crow's nest. So.
Yeah, I know. I got
Sorry?
shot down on that
Can we
one.
just put a hole in the top and just let him stick his head out?
A sunroof.
Yeah.
Probably Kalik, like coming up and
I think it was cat.
Maybe at least make it convert.
Krennic would like to try and climb on top of the wagon. Because even though there's not a crow's nest, he wants to ride on it.
okay.
You're an expert
Do an
negotiator,
acrobatics
not
check.
an expert climber.
Yeah, canvas rigging, same thing. That's cool.
21.
Okay. You managed to very handily get up there. You sit on top of one of the supports, which is not really a wood support, so it like leans in.
Yeah, that was actually my other question. Is our wagon like a canvas top wagon?
Yes.
Okay, so I should really be careful up there. Maybe lay down instead of like
I
sitting.
think he's just like in between two supports, like a hammock.
Ooh, I like that.
Sure, that can work.
Yeah. Just poke him in the back a little bit.
But I'm looking out, but I get hit in the face with the tree branch occasionally because we are still in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying
Pulling a
anything.
needle out of my bag. Just
So I am a little worried. What if nobody actually visits the tavern and we spent all this money on it?
Then we have a place to drink. Then we have a place to drink. He says from above the wagon.
I would imagine if it's campus, I should still be able to hear you through it, yeah?
Right after you finish the word drink, you get hit with another branch.
Ouch! Very full, lots of sap.
really full.
I think it'd just be nice to have a permanent location for us all to be able to meet up and store our stuff.
Yeah, and being a tavern, it has a kitchen, so I can make a pretty good meal out of it too.
And we can hang out and play games and stuff. Like
I'm
role-playing
more worried
games.
about like if we go through the expense of hiring staff.
You mean monsters and mazes?
Yes,
I love monsters and mazes.
I've always wanted to play. Never.
You really need a good group for it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're a group.
He said good group.
Your schedules will never align.
Somehow.
Even though we're traveling together.
What's Monsters and Mazes? Is that like Yellow Rocky?
What? Yellow Frosty?
No, I get what you're going for. I hate it, but I love it.
Okay.
He was making Call
I
of
didn't know she-
Cthulhu.
Blue,
Oh.
Yellow Rocky.
I thought you said yellow Frosty. I was like, I didn't know she came in
Yeah.
different colors.
Yellow. I thought you said yellow property.
No, I heard yellow first and realized you said yell of.
I just thought it was a King in Yellow reference.
It still would have been good.
I
That's
mean,
what I was
it could be.
Totally made sense.
Yeah, that's what I was going with.
I was thinking Pokemon.
Ah,
Frosty yellow.
of course.
Rocky Diamond.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pile through my notes for the most part and
Sure.
chime in whenever.
Sure. Trip isn't very long, luckily. Well, it's what, 2 days, something like that.
Something like that.
To
Um,
buy the tavern. Is that
Yeah,
what
to get to Breckenridge.
Yeah.
Or not Breckenridge.
Crittenden.
Crittenden.
All right.
In that time, can I have tried to attempt to scribe the scroll again?
100%.
Can I assist?
Yes, go ahead and roll with advantage. Arcana check.
I would like to continue walking.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, please keep
18.
the party moving.
Yes.
Okay. Do a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Yes, we're good.
Since technically you're marching.
I'd like to assist. No, I can't assist.
You can't assist with him walking.
Well, I don't know if guidance works for that.
Go
does it?
that way.
You know what? Yeah, I'll guidance him. Sure.
Does guidance work for saving throws?
No.
Constitution or athletics?
Constitution.
Okay.
But they don't think so.
That is an 18.
Okay. Not a problem.
Oh, sorry, no,
I get
13
blessed.
360.
Still, not a problem. DC was very low for walking in a straight line. Do a survival check now.
Not as good. It is.
That's what she said.
Okay. Okay.
Survival's wisdom based. For some reason.
That's weird.
Just let me know.
Brody, make a survival check for me.
You're our survival check guy.
Yeah.
That's cocked.
Okay.
We just start leaning a little bit. Like, wait, we're not supposed to be sitting.
17 plus 1, 18.
Okay.
Yeah, you might have to be navigator.
Unfortunately, I don't have any
You about
spells to help with that.
you realize
Because I am not a ranger.
maybe about halfway into the second day that Zagat is going in the wrong direction.
Like the opposite direction?
No,
Okay.
no, just the wrong direction.
I,
And that John Denver's full of shit.
Zagat, we are going the wrong direction.
Are we?
Yes.
Everything looks like trees.
It's the same road, though.
We got to turn around. We could.
We squats the wagon up and rotates it on its side.
And I literally,
Squats it.
and I literally voicing it. We could have bought horses.
Your robot
And
ass
have followed.
I'd still be walking.
You would
bounce a quarter off that shit.
Moving leg
Ting
day.
ting.
Do you need a navigator? Is it good?
Yes, if you could.
I'm
point
literally
me in
just
the
sitting in
direction.
front of the wagon, just like.
Yeah, I'll go sit up front too. Is there like a little bench and we just hold onto your cloak? Like,
I'm sure there's got to be
There,
a platform.
there is a bench there,
yeah, I'll sit up.
but there is definitely not a harness on
I'm
Zagat.
just holding on to the yokes of the wagon.
What's the weather? Is it like super nice out or
Right now, it's fairly temperate. It's definitely cooler though.
Oh, hey, Brody. Do you want the map?
Sure.
Give it to Give it to him.
Let's let him have it.
Give it to RJ.
I got lucky on that roll.
I have the map.
Wait,
I've
what?
been to this area.
RJ's
but
the
not
only
there.
one of us who knows where landmarks are.
Weird enough, I have survival, and I have a +1 to it.
I also have a +1 to survive.
Same.
I'm
I'm a city kid for the most part.
I'm not
We
proficient
are all
with that,
hot
but
and dumb.
yes, we are.
RJ is there.
You're just on.
Himbos, dimbos, and
Hot, dumb, and strong.
herbos.
So is our sentient dagger on the outlook for a new hot body to take?
No.
Not yet.
Well, no, because I worry that Asher would try to kill it as soon as I transferred. So
Oh, you wouldn't have to worry about that. I'm gonna kill that bitch.
You thinking Asher's kind of like it's ridiculous. He's tough.
yeah, like Asher is tanky, pretty tanky in her own right, considering that she's a wizard. Plus, also that damage, though.
She does have that damage.
Sure.
Like you feel like if
It might be a legitimate fight.
if you hit, there's a good chance Zagat actually gets one tapped.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Potentially.
That is definitely a thing that could happen.
Potentially. But it works,
If I crit,
it's the other way around as well.
Yeah.
I crit, you'd be looking at
A lot.
66 plus smite
Plus whatever.
plus
It works both ways.
charger, adding an additional +5. Yeah.
66 plus vulnerability.
Or Asher would actually go, you know what?
Oh, that wouldn't even
I'm
be
just
a crit.
gonna
That's
leave.
just a normal hit. 66 plus vulnerability. The crit would be
Well,
12d6 plus
I mean, if I
vulnerability.
crit you, then I heal for 3d6. So.
My dick is bigger than. Okay.
Asher's is definitely not larger.
I don't think Zagat has one.
I don't think Asher does either.
I would hope.
What's wrong with that?
They do
I
not.
wouldn't judge either way.
Metal the bullshit.
So, continuing on.
Are we there yet?
So halfway through.
Are we having this conversation for real? Like in character?
I like to imagine that it is.
The third day through, Orin is going to do something just for fun. He's going to turn invisible for a bit
Okay.
because he can.
Okay.
Where the hell did he go?
Did we leave him behind?
Yeah,
Not again.
he'll catch up.
Maybe for the best.
Maybe it's like the hammer.
Oh yeah, it's the hammer. The shirt.
No.
Damn. I'm keeping my eyes peeled for it.
Ouch.
No, I'm
Back
not.
to Chron'Cal, and it's just a crater. That hammer went to 99% of light speed and then hit the ground.
Oh god.
Orin comes out invisible. That hurt, guys.
I didn't say it.
All I said was he'll catch up.
I legitimately was worried that you were gone.
God, what have I ever done to you?
It's not you. It's the fact that you worship in a cult. You're a good person, Orin. You'd just be a better person if you followed more of it.
I just think you're intolerant of other religions.
You're correct.
Accurate.
Very paladin.
I tolerate the Helmite,
What's a Helmite?
a follower of Helm.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, RJ's here too.
Oh,
No, I didn't.
To this
I
point,
just forget about
I
religions.
still don't know who has given me my abilities.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Haven't had any weird dreams or any talking with them yet. Again,
Nope.
I'm still researching that or trying to figure something out.
And you have found Bupkis.
Yep.
Well, the god knows that death seems to like you.
Yeah.
Or at least it kind of drapes itself on you like
It's hugging me from
it's
behind.
like
Don't forget I'm here. If I go away, you die.
Turns out death is the patron.
possible.
Maybe.
Hi there, little spoon. How you doing?
Brody, definitely a power bottom.
That was a good one. Oh,
We're discovering a lot about each other on this.
I am actually in the process of popped out the Kodesh. I'm actually like drawing whenever I can. Like I'm actually trying to sketch out basically all the designs on the handle, all the runes, everything that's on the blade itself, as you described. I'm trying to get every minute detail of it transferred onto multiple pages.
Sure.
I'm just trying to make sure I have a copy of everything. So.
Sure. Not an issue. Just do a dexterity check for me, just to make sure you can draw correctly.
Oh no, I put down paper. I put the sword down. I'm just.
I know what I said. I know what I'm about.
I don't know what that is. Oh no, that's terrible. That's you said dexterity.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, that is a 4.
Okay.
It's horrible.
You take very awful
Yeah, I'll do it later.
etchings of it.
Yeah, I'll do it later. All right. I actually will at a certain point. I'll actually ask the god if he recognizes anything on the blade. Like if we ever take like a break.
Take a short rest, sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll need one at some point.
Yeah, I'll have you.
Is
pick it up.
enlarge a wizard spell?
Actually, I can.
Yes.
It is an arcane spell, yes. It's a level 2 spell.
Can anybody else
I get
actually
it for
hold the
free
sword?
next level.
I'm sorry.
Can actually,
Oh, so
anybody
I-
else actually hold my sword, or does it dissipate?
You've never tried.
Okay, I will actually try and hand Zagat my sword and see if he can touch it. I want to make sure that somebody else can touch it.
You're able to touch it. It feels very cold. Like even to you, it's cold.
Religion check?
Sure. Do a religion check.
That is a
I'm never fucking
That's
find
a
out.
natural 1 and a 1.
This is a very cold, maybe sword.
I think he's
They've been
stared
sure
at
it's a
it for
sword.
a very long time. This
I will.
is very cold. And then hands it back to you.
I'm right up
I
there
go-
too.
RJ, round 2. Let's see what you can do.
Not so much the scholarly.
I need RJ to make a Constitution saving throw
Oh, okay.
Oh,
because he is flesh.
oh shit.
That's 3.
Mine's more of a physical intelligence.
You're very much with them, Bo.
Yes.
That is a 15.
Okay. You go nope, and you put it down. You see your hands are actually sizzling a little bit.
And then
From the it feels hot, but it's mainly just because of how cold it is.
can I do a religion check as well?
Go ahead and do a religion check.
That is an 11.
Does not seem to be any religion that you are aware of, at least with that check.
I can cast Identify on it.
Let's try that.
Okay.
What are you
By the
guys
way,
doing?
I'm assuming that this is all while you are bedding down for the
Oh,
night.
yeah, for sure.
You're kind of just cooking.
Yeah.
You're at your prep desk.
When it burned him, now was it like a hot fire burn or was it like a dry ice burn?
Dry ice burn.
Gotcha.
It was a dry ice burn.
So I will take the blade and I will like in front of you. I will like, try and like, mount it slowly on the dirt by you. So I'm like,
If I touch it, is it?
It is very
I
cold.
actually get a plus.
I was like,
So-
And you're able to hold it. You don't feel anything.
yeah.
So I'm assuming it's not a magical item.
You don't know.
Well, that's the point of Identify. I suppose.
Okay, go ahead and do an ident. Go ahead and I'm assuming ritual cast.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take my time.
While she does that, Orin's gonna come over and take a look at the blade, and he's gonna see if he knows any religious stuff about
Okay.
it.
Go ahead and do a religion check then.
With guidance?
Sure. No advantage though, but yeah.
Let's see here. That is just the 12s.
Uh,
I
you-
rolled a 5.
Sword is forged by Rocky.
no new information.
This is actually made out of Rockty's teeth.
I don't know anything.
So you cast identify on the spell, on the sword. You can tell it's magical, but you're immediately hitting a block. Like the sword doesn't want to be identified. You know it's not intelligent, but it's just saying no.
Yep. Nope. Can't do anything with it. Sorry.
The only thing you can tell is this is a very cold blade. It is magically cold, obviously.
Sure.
The runes on it, from what you can tell, again, with this identify. Go and do an Arcana check as well, actually.
That is a 19.
Okay, with the Arcana check as well. The runes on it, from what you can tell, they are currently depowered. So the magic currently on the blade is just the innate magic of it. Something that always exists. No additional damage occurs from the weapon, no cold damage or anything like that. It's just,
It's just otherwise inert.
yes.
The balls are inert.
So it's D-powered, powered by the D.
Yes.
Get out. You're fired.
Should we all roll d20s and give him the damage?
What? How might kill him?
Or
Um,
explodes.
Well, I have good.
So Warren was there, cooking, chopping away, whistling, and then head fucking gone.
And the hammer's back.
Full scan.
The guy then has another crisis, because that's 2 friends down. One of them definitely his fault.
I got the killing blow on my friend.
I feel a little responsible.
Well, one friend and one frenemy.
Yep. All right. So that's really all you can determine with this. Your identify did succeed, but you just hit a block beyond what you're able to determine with an Arcana.
So I've got good news, bad news. Good news. I successfully cast the spell. Bad news. There's some sort of ward or block on it that prevents an identify from actually telling me anything about it. Almost as if like the sword were asked for permission and said no. Or there's, you know what I mean? There's something about it that is inscrutable.
And there-
However,
Go ahead.
the runes are inactive currently. Whatever they mean, I couldn't tell you, but they're off. So there's more magic to this thing other than just being magically super freaking cold. But I couldn't tell you what the magic is.
How many runes are on that sword?
3.
3 runes?
3 runes that she's marking as these are it. There are some other runes as well, but it looks like it might be more decorative than anything else.
Also, I would like to try and take, since I'm now not on a bumpy card, I'd like to try and just, before I lose the light, I wanted to quickly sketch everything out rune-wise.
Sure.
Do you want help with that?
Sure.
Go ahead and do a dexterity check.
I'll
Make
cast
sure to-
light on a branch above us or something so he has
Yeah,
plenty of
that
light
one.
to do it.
Guidance as well.
All right. So what's guidance?
D4.
D4. Okay, so 19 plus 4 plus, or 3.
I didn't roll it.
Four. So yeah, 26.
Okay. You managed to make a very fine etching of the runes.
All right, cool. Cool. So I'll have that. Roll it up.
I'm glad to help.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I'll bed down for the night.
Okay.
I'll pick up the sword and I'll just into the air and let it disappear.
Really, it erupts into just a little bit of snow.
Yeah, I've just occasionally just been like doing weird shit with it, just like turning it and just going like this, making it disappear just for the hell of it, having fun.
One time you threw it, it fumbles, gets stuck in Zagat just a little bit.
I quickly snap my fingers, let it go away. Nothing.
Was that an acorn? There's just a little notch in you now, in your one of your pauldrons.
I feel like you're just taking off your poncho and you're just like hanging it up on a tree and you're just like, ooh, this is nice.
The tree is actually like it's more of a sapling. All right. Anything else you want to do on this evening?
Before we're bedding down, I'll probably talk to Brody for a minute.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, so if there is anything you really want to know about that sword, if it has anything to do with religion, if we ever pass through the city of Aurora, my headmaster, the missionary, could probably help you.
All right. Who is it?
His name is Solba Amcog. He is a Tort.
I'm sorry, what?
Tort.
Turtle.
He's very wise.
I'm literally just putting down gonna meet a turtle.
Yeah, miss him.
Gotta meet a turtle. Gotta meet a turtle. Gotta meet a turtle. Hey, hey, hey.
They have 3 brothers and a rat sensei.
They all
A
wear different
ratkin.
color.
I've already fired you once.
Actually, I will have a conversation. Comma.
Go for it.
It's with you.
Okay.
Yes.
So I guess while he is doing his business,
Going into the woods.
yes. Does anyone else want to do anything?
So who's on first watch?
I'm not. I'm sleeping in the cart. I'm going to cast alarm on it.
I need to let my joints rest. I'll take the second or third watch. Or both.
I'll stay up.
You don't want me watching anything anyway.
I mean, I once watched Bread Rise and I missed it.
That is the most sad and foreign thing I have ever heard.
So you probably don't want me to watch stuff.
I have no idea how to process this information.
Yeah,
Poorly.
me neither. Obviously.
I'm also not very perceptive. I can be here, but someone should.
You will be
probably
present,
with
but
me.
not here.
Let's see.
I'll climb up a tree and look around.
Okay. Do a perception check.
I have a +2 for perception. Hot and dumb.
Better than mine.
14.
Okay. Nothing seems too awry. You see a couple raccoons, but that's about it.
Friends. You see several potential friends.
They're chonky raccoons too.
Ooh.
Kicky boys.
I feel like you should be able to talk to them and thieves can't.
I can try.
Raccoons are
You know
the
what?
thieves of the
Raccoons are,
animal kingdom
They are.
anyway. Yeah.
raccoons are smart enough they could learn.
I mean, I do, speak to them or try to, and thieves can't, but they don't probably notice me.
Or care. They're like cats that way.
They're raccoons.
They're like, yeah, whatever.
What did you fucking call me?
A raccoon is the worst combination between a baby and a cat and a monkey. I had an ex who had a pet raccoon.
We had raccoons for a little while when I was a kid. We found them in our chimney, and they were just a bunch of baby raccoons, and we had them for like a week while we figured out what to do with them.
Yeah.
They're adorable.
The
Yes,
closest
but
we ever
rotten.
They are.
had infest our house was a squirrel that my dad had to beat with a shovel because it got in.
That could either be Logan or Oren. Either
Yeah,
way.
I
I'll
was
be-
gonna say,
I was very confused there.
that feels like an Orin story.
Orin comes from me.
Did it drop
Yeah,
a
well-
red flag or a blue flag?
No. But
That was from Dan.
no,
Was that your
squirrel-
campaign?
Squirrel,
No, that was mine. The squirrels are mine.
The squirrels.
That was before Dan's game.
Squirrels are smart enough that if they find a way into your house from the outside, if you just take them out, they'll get back in. So, yeah, I learned that sometimes you have to do that
Sag.
because it was absolutely a wild.
So, conversation between Lily and Brody. Hello, Panda.
And Lily is so Lily is the dagger.
Lily is the host right now.
The
Yes.
host. Okay.
The soul trapped in the dagger.
This is more of a private conversation between you and I.
Okay.
It has been, I would
Yes,
say,
ma'am.
yeah.
1 week.
So
Has
everybody else.
it been like 1 week since Felix died?
It's been
How long?
maybe
It's playing
it's
in
been
your
a
head,
it's
isn't
been
it?
a couple weeks now. It's been a couple
I
weeks.
fight so hard, and I go, yes, ma'am. Every time someone says it, yeah. Ugh.
So I'm sitting down in front of you,
Sure.
and I'm just chatting. I go, so you found, or Felix found you.
Yes.
Can you hand me the remote?
I was curious.
Did I lose? Did I pick it up?
I haven't talked about it. I've been very distraught this last couple of
Oh,
weeks. That remote,
yes.
Directly next to your hand.
Roll a 1 for perception.
My question is, as I said before, I have never really made friends growing up. Was the friendship with Felix becoming friends with him, or was it you that I was really becoming friends with, or was it both? I'm just curious.
Mostly, I guess both. The agreement that Felix and I kind of came to is that he was in control most of the time, but I had the ability to be in control if I ever wanted or needed to, which did happen occasionally, sometimes usually as a knee-jerk reaction to something, but for the most part it was Felix. I was just kind of along for the ride. We were supposed to kind of be helping each other out. You know, I take over when things get too difficult for him, and in exchange, you know, he helps me on the travels to try and figure out how to get out of this stupid thing or how I got in here in the first place. So, but unlike Asher, who I need to keep full control over at all times, I didn't with Felix. Felix and I had an understanding, and we worked together on that. So, yes, the friendship that you all had with Felix was very much real, and with Felix, and kind of also with me.
That's what I was curious about. I want you to know I am your friend. I want to help you. I understand the murder rage coming from a certain sentient robot being over there.
I do too.
But that's towards your
Host.
yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to make sure, and please don't let her go.
There may come a time where I may have to. You know, she is her own person, and I have to respect that at some point. But
I do have a question. This is personal with you.
sure.
If we had to let her go, and we did not have another host body, would you, if somebody were to take you and hold you, obviously there would be fight for control probably of the body.
Only if I tried to.
Would you?
I don't have to try.
Would you be willing, if we had to take you, obviously I would most likely be willing to help you if we had to do this. If we had to drop the body, I would let him smush this body in a heartbeat. Just in a heartbeat.
I don't feel like that's probably wise at the moment,
Yes,
considering
but
Asher's
if
ample
you
skills
have-
and knowledge.
If you have issues, though, and you have to, no matter what, would be willing to help you find you another body.
I know.
So
If somebody else holds me, it's not a guaranteed thing that I try and take over or whatever. I wouldn't do that to any of you. You would probably be able to hear me in your head,
that's fine.
and that's it.
That's fine.
But I wouldn't do that to
I
any
just
of
wanted
y'all.
to get
Unless you're incapacitated and need me to take control in order to get you out of a situation, then maybe.
God, that'd be funny. You playing Brody would be hilarious.
I do have the actor feat.
All I wanted to do was just make sure. I don't believe we've really talked with you about this. I just wanted to make sure that you were okay, and I just wanted to express that I'm sorry that you lost a friend that you worked with. We haven't talked in a long time.
Yeah. For
So-
what it's worth, I don't blame Asher. I don't think it's her fault. She didn't know what was going on with Conrad. And I would ultimately prefer that she not die. So even if I were to transfer to a new host, I wouldn't want anything bad to befall Asher. Now, I understand that the rest of the group may not feel that way, but I'm not sure that I can agree with them in that regard. And it would be a way for that to happen where Asher is left behind and we all scoot away
Yes.
with the dagger in tow, and I can release my control at any point.
We'll keep that between you and I. I'll work with you on that.
I
agree.
appreciate it.
That is between just you. I will 100% agree with you on that, actually. But other than that, I just shoot the shit with you and anybody else who wants to go to bed. So, or am I taking first watch? Did that happen?
I already took.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We got us in rest mode for first watch.
It's spinning.
First watch goes uneventful. No problems there.
Did you cast?
Alarm.
So alarm, you have to pick like a portal or like
An
an
area.
opening that is warded.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like a circular area on the ground that gets warded. It's a specific opening, like a window or a door or whatever. So
Okay, I thought it was a
So
circle.
alarm is only cast in the front of the cart.
yeah, no, like she just closed up one of the rear.
I think
or whatever.
arguably you can also cast it between two trees, like an opening in the trees as well. That sort of.
Yeah, there might be some
just curious.
thing for that, but Lily sleeps in the back of the cart, so she's just warded the cart.
It's whoever's in front dies first.
Unless somebody else sleeps in the cart too.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know how big the cart is. There might be room for two people side by side, but
There's room for two people side by side, or one's a got.
or
Let's
one's
say
a
we
guy.
can all ride in it, presumably.
Yeah,
One's a guy.
there's a couple benches in there, so you can. All right. First watch goes fine. You bed down for the evening. Who was taking second again? You.
Yeah, I'll take a second.
Okay. Second watch, we get fairly eventful as well. Starts to drizzle a little bit. Who had third?
I thought you took your cloak off and put it on the tree.
I put it back when it started.
You take third watch again. Nothing happens. You all rise. Trinic, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 11.
Okay. You wake up underneath the cart and stare straight at a terrifying.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh my god!
The guy's up in the air.
Yeah, no, same. I jump out of the cart.
Or has the club spoon. Where is it?
Where is he?
Oh my god!
I'll just reach under and grab him and just.
Okay, look for snake bites. He might have gotten bit by a snake. That might be why he's freaking out.
He's gonna suck the poison out.
The cart. Oh, what the fuck, man?
What?
You dreamt that?
Oh, the mural.
Oh,
We sort of look at each other.
I was
Yeah.
just watching it because I knew exactly where he was with
You-
the last watch.
Yeah?
I woke up in a dumpster once and it wasn't that bad.
Only once?
Rude.
Recently.
Very rude and hurtful. I worked really hard on that.
You now have
It's very detailed.
you now have the frightened condition for the rest of the day.
No, me. It's just
I
terrifying.
can't walk within 5 feet of the cart.
It's not bad, it's just scary. Okay.
I think what he's saying is you probably did too good of a job.
Oh.
it's very realistic.
Your artwork's fantastic. The contents of which might also be terrifying.
I'm gonna probably hire you for a job, a mural, one day.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll use one of my nightmares if you want it to be scary.
Yeah.
That wasn't one.
Well, I mean, you said it was a
Oh, that was a
nightmare.
Good dream.
That was one of my good dreams.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
I am so sorry.
I'm feeling very
Oh, poor Steve.
Wee beautiful boy.
Don't go changing.
You innocent, sweet summer child. And you know what? It's funny. Is if he's dreaming stuff like that, he's got no innocence. And yet is still somehow super innocent.
He is innocent.
Well, that's what he sees, but he's actually having a tea party with Brockty in the dream, so it's very, very wholesome.
Pretty much. But he is very innocent in most ways. When it comes to, violence, his dreams are violent.
Interesting.
Interesting.
So does that mean I'm going to have that image essentially in my line of sight for the whole day?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you can't see the other side of the
closer
card.
to the cart.
But that's what I mean is like I have disadvantage.
You know it's there.
I have disadvantage on checks while the source of my fright is in line of sight, so I have that image burned in my head.
Just don't go
But I
under the
think,
wagon.
yeah, as long as you don't crawl under the wagon, you should be
I
fine.
have to walk behind the wagon today,
No, because it's not in line of sight if you're.
You walk ahead of it.
but I know it's there.
No, it's in his mind. He knows where it is.
Be on top of the cart again.
Well, I think I'll walk in front with my friend Zagat. He is very large.
I'm like 4 feet in front of it. You're like 20 feet ahead of me.
How's the guy? How you doing?
Pretty good! Do you know where we're going?
No, do you?
No.
So I'm just gonna make
Well,
a final check.
Yeah, go ahead and make a
I'm lending the map to him.
Okay.
The elf.
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Gotcha. That is a 19. And that is.
I guess the wandering priest good at reading maps.
19.
Perfect. Not a problem. You do find your way, not too much longer, you do find your way to the town of Crittenden. We'll go take a break right there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Chat, we'll be back in a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere. So go sub to the YouTube because I said so. Be right back.
Wilson Zach. Yeah.
Plastic ball. Still not even the top 10.
What's that?
I will tell you when you're older.
All right, so make your way into some 5
You are ahead.
Fear is a great motivator.
Then we start going this way.
No, I'm going the right way. I'm going.
This is right. This is correct. I'm getting.
All right. So you make your way in. Start with 5 minutes for the rest of the group, and make your way to Shoes home. Basically, just shooting the shit with him until we go around. Do you even remember going home?
I didn't go home.
Who's where the heart is?
There's a very good chance he had to go.
Wait, after how many days?
Don't stop us walking.
When Hydra came up and Bill was shit on his head. One eye was bigger than the other.
Don't stop us walking. Walking.
Very good. Eating food made by the person with a concussion. His food skills transcend Gary Bell.
Don't stop us walking. Don't stop us walking.
Mother.
You take one.
I think he has a strength of 9.
Oh, yep, nope.
You'll be fine.
As strong as I am smart.
I love this group so much.
Yeah, I'll need like a letter and the stable plans that I'm sure to got this wrong. And then the time is weeds up.
It will be handy for that too.
Roll an insight check. You know, with your wisdom. No, didn't you say you weren't going to roll that dice before you? Yeah. you sign off on it before you leave. That way we can make sure everything's on fine.
Alright, the call out on the wagon side.
It's very bright.
I can't get out. I'll go under it on this side.
Yeah, that might be a challenge. I should go back up.
No! You letters! This isn't the mana contract.
I put a 10.
Can't be the first time more people He accepts the signatures.
And I put my full name.
Sure.
So I put
All 17.
Rohan, and I even spell out what the Q is and what scars.
So none of it gets to see what the Q is.
You basically go. Here you go.
If you look, you can find it.
So quick question, does the 500 gold for repairs, is that also
That it right now you don't really know because you are biased a little bit in your estimates. So they might say, well, we got what we wanted done for this amount, but this costs this much amount. Do you have a concussion?
Turns out we all have a concussion.
No, he's actually just drunk.
Contacts are not the source of my actually,
Anyway,
Well, if we survive Storm Shield, we'll come back and check on the progress.
Sure, we're all
I mean, those of the storm shield are very hardy people.
all at the same time.
Don't fuck with them, and they will fuck with you, and they will absolutely fuck your day up.
write in my notebook, Trinic John Bear, property.
Master negotiator,
Oh, that's a,
expert pirate,
That's different.
lover of raccoons.
I'm not going to do that first. That's what I thought.
Business title, we're going to do it correct.
this I carry just
Everything's coming up, Tronic.
That's right.
Oh, that would be bad.
But
That you know of.
You're gonna have to take like a screen.
Or through it. The hilarious.
Alright, so I assume you guys are gonna stay here for the evening? Yeah. We're gonna stay in your tavern for the evening. Cool, I'm not pulling out anything for the tavern.
It's fine.
You go up to the what is going to be dubbed the dehydration station. There are 2 corpses of hydras still there. Some of them are picked apart.
pay to have that removed as well.
No, you have. Well, technically nothing's been done yet, and you'll assume that the dwarves might get rid of it. Maybe.
Just take him to the end of the drive.
There is no end of the drive.
It
is in the woods.
Let them drag it further out into the woods.
It definitely smells to all of them.
Well, actually, how many heads?
There's still several heads left. Some of them are a little bit cracked.
I don't care about that. I'm just we want to try and keep some heads in the body. How many heads? How many heads? It's at least
if you were making a joke there or not, honestly. No, not you, him.
And the girls with their nails done.
I borrowed this from your mother.
It's a very large pot. The fact that you're just now seeing this pot actually surprised me.
And the girls with their nails done.
I'm still curious about where you
I have
all been suffering from concussion. There was no Wilford Sprinkle Toes. This is all one.
That's been my plan the entire time, everyone.
Like literally, we've all met.
They're actually all in a hospital right now.
And you are the trash.
we're just 6 weird people playing.
Wilford Sprinkletoes? It's actually just a doctor. He's very concerned for all of them.
The reason Lily thinks she's stuck in a dagger without a body is because she's the only one flitting in and out of consciousness.
It's actually a therapy session. Are you our doctor?
Yes. Go see a professional.
I did. We're here.
So, standing points. I'm gonna try these for clearing things out.
There's a lot of garbage. A lot of
Yeah, I don't think we should. I want to take how many heads?
There are a total of 11 heads left.
I would like to try.
I am on head duty because of that.
Okay.
And the girls with their nails done.
It's going to take some time because you do have to continuously keep clearing out the cauldron. You're basically making heightened stew, honestly. Or, if you want to, you can do I mean, all you need to learn. Yeah, this is really focus. Cooking
Not rotten.
I think it was charisma. No, it was dexterity.
Okay, just do a dexterity check with proficiency.
Oh, you've got music on.
No.
We've been muted this much.
No.
No, we had music going. This
That's fine.
Thank you. Thank you, random chatter.
Thank you, Muscle Hut. Good to see you. Continuing on.
So for Dex, I rolled with guidance because I do.
Sure.
So that is
Luckily, nothing was missed other than concussions.
17, 20.
Nothing of value is lost.
The 20 to hopefully boil the Hydra heads and
You can
get the
make
skull.
you can make some broth actually from this as well,
Cool.
and not even foul broth. Like you can make some decent broth from it. So you basically just like have you have another cauldron off to the side, a smaller cauldron that you're able to like refine it a lot. But for the most part,
off in this one, then you put them in there to clean up. The
Pretty
bone.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a multi-step.
you have you spend several hours on this, but you do a very good job at
While
it.
you're doing that, I also let you know it's like, hey, for the bar, I want you to make a like a small list of like things that we could probably serve here, food wise. You know, like get an
Okay.
idea of that, like for bar themed. You know,
I'll just make a place for us to be able to actually sleep tonight since we're going to be sleeping here and there's a huge hole in the room.
I just want him to be constructive.
And then I will supervise from there.
I think the back area still has a full roof, so we can like sleep in the kitchen.
I thought
area.
some of the back area was missing a room.
I thought it was some of the front area. I thought
it was a little bit of
There's
like
the
both.
front door was
yeah, the front door had been
missing.
Well,
yeah,
either way,
serpent
we
was
still need to set up bedrolls and stuff.
Yep.
and whatever wood that I could clear, broken shit. I was just throwing it into the fire for the Hydra body.
I am digging a pit.
Oh, you are
Trinic is down
We
in the cellar looking
could
to see
sleep
if there's
in
any
the
drinkable booze.
looking for the booze.
There's a lot of booze.
cellar, and then I can
He's trying
alarm
to pour
the
some
door.
out
Could
of
do
a
that,
flask
could do that.
into his water.
That is what I
There's
was
the
thinking.
cellar and the upstairs, so we have both.
Spilling a lot of it on the,
Then you
in the
Yes.
process.
A lot.
Yes.
I could sleep in the storage upstairs because I don't know if I can even fit downstairs.
Oh.
So
But
about
then you could, because it's
an
It
hour
has to
after
just be
you
an
asked
open
there's a
him,
main area,
he
the
brings
bar,
a
the
book.
storage, the upstairs.
So I did
storage,
this.
where there's that door
Recipes.
right there, and then the
I'll take
chute,
it.
the chute that goes down.
Like,
Oh,
how many recipes
yeah.
are we talking?
So there's a separate
Um,
room here that has the like.
Some
Room
recipes
stellar,
take
but you
multiple
Yeah.
pages to make.
So
So we can award that door.
Yes, we
Pretty
can
much.
that door.
Like
I can just
an
take-
excessive amount of
And then
recipes.
Like, I'm looking through it. I go,
That's
Really
what I'll
good.
do then.
you did a good thing.
Honestly, it's just my backup cookbook. I'll have to make another one here in a bit.
Yeah. So with that, I'll have you keep that. And
Oh,
for the
okay.
If you
future.
get attacked by a third Hydra, I will
You hear
very-
grumbling in the distance. No.
Shut up, God.
I mean, the inn would earn its name,
It already has. We've done it twice.
but third time's the charm.
Third time's a pattern.
We killed the babies. That was time 3 through 6.
Okay.
So we need to. Who's taking first watch?
Well,
We don't need to.
Trini's already started drinking, so
We don't need to because what we can do is
Alarm.
close the door to the
backside.
to the back storage, and then alarm that door.
And then
And
sleep
then-
in the basement.
We can sleep in the cellar, and then he can sleep in the room that is the entrance to the cellar,
Okay.
which is behind that door.
Which is a storage room.
right.
I think still during first watch, I'm still getting the pit ready for burning and like filling it with scrap wood that I can find in the forest and stuff, and then dragging the bodies in there.
We can also use like the trash,
Yeah, I was taking
Yeah,
one.
any-
the
any-
like, garbage.
And because it's still acidic, you do take some gloves from Orin. That way you can make sure your hands don't melt because you are still metallic.
Well, you could probably still use like some of the tables and chairs that are like beyond repair,
Can
broken.
you make fire down there
Fire?
in the pit?
I can.
Great bonfire. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that works.
Here we go.
Now we don't have to worry about rotting bodies outside.
And a
It's
tracking carrion.
It's also very good for cooking on.
Smoke will keep away insects.
Panda.
You're so cute, Panda. Yes, you are.
But the burning flesh might attract bears.
So,
Oh my.
should we make a mural on the front
No.
of our inn?
Nope. No.
No, not right now. They're gonna tear down a lot. It's just gonna be bones here soon.
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah, because the repairs might destroy us.
Ah, yes, the repairs, of course.
Yes.
Okay.
But when we get the bar, you have back in the back, make a mural, whatever you want. In
I
my
mean,
bar.
no. It needs to be
He can not make
a mural of us slaying the Hydras.
Yes, that. How about that?
The god did make a wood burning.
Okay, I think I can
The,
do
the
that.
sign. I don't know if you guys remember.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Oh God.
That's like. I think I'm using that on Discord.
Yeah,
actually.
I made it
Yeah.
in Star AI.
Yeah, yeah, I'm using that for my.
But that was my
My
joke.
pro-
It's somehow bad and good at the same time. It's AI generated, so of course it got me.
All right. Okay. You managed to get some broth made, stored away. You know that you're gonna have to use it fairly soon because you don't really have a good place to store it.
That's fine. I'll be cooking our meals anyway, so.
Nothing eventful happens throughout the night though. Yeah, you pack up, you burn the bodies.
Yep.
So I don't have the frightened condition anymore.
You no longer have the frightened condition. Yes. You have, let's say,
You do have a phobia of the underneath wagons.
you do manage to actually have a total of 10 salvaged skulls. So one gat absolutely destroyed, unusable.
Were there teeth left?
Most of the teeth were pulled.
Oh, for my. Oh, that's right.
Yes.
You took everything. Didn't you?
Yes. Okay, so you have 10 skulls that you can use.
We were okay with that, right? Having all those skulls and.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't want to make an aesthetic choice for us.
Mount them on the walls, put
You
funny
t-
hats on them.
You
I was okay with that. That's fun.
You take all the skulls, you put them into the cellar, and one of you has the thoughts to actually make sure you write a note
Oh, I do.
and
I was
put
just
it
about to say, we'll put
it somewhere where the dwarf will see it, so that way they don't go.
Put it on the bar.
Nope, we're gonna trash this.
Hydra skulls in basement. Do not touch.
I even leave a note on the door.
How about don't
Hey,
touch?
if you missed the note at the bar,
There is no front door.
How about don't
Part of
touch
Jake's
anything in
never
the cell,
figured out.
including the casks of alcohol?
I think any notes need to be just put on the bar and weighted with a rock.
Leave a ton of notes.
Do we want to let them have some of the beer to help out with the morale while they do this stuff?
They would appreciate that.
Okay.
As they may just help
We will-
themselves.
We will likely need to replace the beer anyway by the time we're able to open.
Yes. That's kind of my thought too. Was that it might even be foul now, but we can at least offer it to them.
Nope.
You know.
Tastes good to me.
Well, we can offer it to them, so since we'll probably need to replace it anyway, and it might reduce the price on some things because we're giving them that thing.
Wouldn't hurt.
All right. You all pile in. Other than you all pile into the cart. Zagat. It's a nice day, so you don't need your weighted blanket.
Throw it over the top of the cart.
It leans.
The inside gets really uncomfortably warm.
Yeah, it's just like you guys who are inside. There's no
Who turned off the
in
lights?
from the outside anymore. It's
Prestidigitation, air conditioning.
Can you do that?
Technically,
Every 6 seconds.
All right. You
it
all.
can actually last for like a couple minutes each time if it's something like that.
You begin the march towards the Elven lands. That way you can cross through it to make your way back into the human lands for Storm Shield. It takes a while, several days, to get to the border. I have the name of the Elven lands written down somewhere, unfortunately not right in front of me. I want you to roll a survival check for us, please.
Okay.
That will be a 16.
Okay, perfect. You do not go the wrong direction. You make your way to the Elven lands. You don't really know when you cross that imaginary border, but everything seems more spread out, if you will. A little bit more open plains in some areas, which may just be... It's most likely just not within the forest elf area. Go ahead and someone do a perception check, please.
Someone or everyone?
I say mine is 1.
Everyone can. Everyone can.
Oh, hey!
11.
17.
Very good.
Rolled an 18.
18.
10.
So 7.
2.
Okay. Those of you that rolled a 15 or higher, who was that? You.
Surprisingly.
I think everybody but Dan and myself.
And me.
Okay. Half the party per usual. Got it.
Get hit with a hammer.
What is that whistling sound?
It takes a bunch of
I immediately
trees.
start.
Do you guys see that? It looks like a meteor in the distance. I think it's burning up in the atmosphere.
Scott, did you throw something?
Like 2 days ago.
It's been more than 2 days. Been like
At this
a
point,
week.
it's like a week and a half.
Oh, sweet. Your cloak's almost done.
Yeah, your gear's almost done.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Off in probably about a mile down, because you got a lot of space, you see what might be a small fort.
Oh,
there's a fort up there.
yeah.
Want to see if we can stay there for the night?
There's a
What time
fort.
of day is it?
Midday, roughly.
Does the fort seem... Well, I didn't see it.
Well, I mean, we're in the Elflands, yes. So, aren't the elves like...
Friend or foe?
Yeah. Like, is this bad that we're coming across an elvish fort? Or is this...
Warren
No,
has no idea.
just me?
I would know.
I thought elves lived in
You
trees.
might know. Just do a history check. With advantage.
All
Because
of
I
the
thought
gods
somebody had given us a warning about the elves.
Don't go in mouse.
Don't go in malice. That's what
Don't
it is.
Don't travel with me.
13.
You would know enough that for all you know, this could be a leftover fort from maybe like a human war or something like that. Or maybe it's just an elven fort that someone's using. Just a fort.
Can we tell anything about the architecture of it from here, or are we too far
Too
out?
far
still?
up. Too far up.
Is there any traffic going in and out?
No.
Have we seen anybody on our travels the whole time?
You've seen some people on the travels, but it's mainly common folk. Maybe a few patrols for military, but nothing major or anything like that.
If it's okay, Orn would probably give them like a snack on their way through, if that's okay.
If I don't,
they're okay with
if they would accept it, yeah, that's fine.
I will note that this could be a fortress left over from a previous war. So if it's not inhabited by elves, it could be inhabited by bandits. So just keep that in mind.
Good call.
Are bandits like pirates?
Of the land.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes,
We don't all know.
the pirates of the land.
Land pirates.
Again,
They
he's
drive
from
land
Ireland.
boats.
He's a bandit that's
How long has it been since we noticed, or that they've noticed
Like,
the fort?
he's from a.
It's been a couple minutes. At this point, they've been talking about pirates of the land, and now you're thoroughly confused.
I literally snap out of them and I go, "Oh, is that a fort?"
Yeah.
Yes.
don't know who may inhabit it in, but whether it's elves or bandits.
Bandits, land pirates. Okay,
Bandits.
all right, all right.
What are you guys talking about back there?
Apparently
Land
there's a fort.
pirates.
So
I didn't know.
we can choose to divert a little bit to avoid a possible interruption, or we can go investigate.
Well, can anyone see a little better, or
Probably
do we
good,
have
doesn't
do we have a way of?
I could use a little midday rest. We can pop by and see what's going on.
Restless
Okay.
suspension.
But
do you guys want me
Exactly.
to maybe?
Cool the breaks.
Do you want me to maybe go ahead and see if I could scout it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Is there forest cover up to the fort, or is it just out in the middle
It's
of it?
some light woods,
Like
but
something that I could sneak through, perhaps, to investigate.
not too much. It's mainly it's like sporadic
This is
trees.
more like plains. and
It's
stuff,
it's
right?
closer to a plains than it is like a forest.
But
So
there are some trees here.
there are some trees here and there. Just do a stealth check.
Nope. It'd be a 12.
Perfect.
You
You
just starts going.
you just start sauntering your way up there. Your mind eventually goes back to the mural underneath the thing, and you kind of just start just autopiloting forward.
Away from where the mural is in my vision.
Yes. Eventually, you realize, oh, I'm right next to the fort.
Oh, hey,
Do a perception check for me.
well, I didn't die, but I can touch the fort,
Yeah.
so
You haven't died.
You know,
yet.
it's gonna be
good.
abandoned. We're gonna pay for it. We're gonna
a
have
modified 20.
You are looking straight at a wall, but you smell rot.
So, like, it's abandoned and it's just dead
No,
bodies.
rot. Like something actively rotting.
Ah,
Guys, we're gonna take.
You immediately go, beans.
beans?
Beans.
Beads? Beans?
Saying bees or beads?
Bees? Is there any way that I can
It's filled with the undead.
check? Okay, what am I by like a?
Stop ruining everything, Natalie.
Am I?
Oh.
Stop foreshadowing everything so hard.
It's so easy to foreshadow, I'll be honest.
So maybe I should not climb the walls.
No, go ahead.
Zombie
That's-
fortress.
What would your character do?
Yeah, I was gonna say that is metagaming.
Because
Well,
we
if
can't
I-
smell it, can we?
I smell rot.
Not quite. He can't smell a damn thing.
Can I hear anything moving around, or
There's definitely some moving around in
because I
there.
mean I rolled a 20.
There's definitely some moving around.
Your
There's-
Minecraft zombie sounds.
But
You hear one.
There's a villager. We gotta save it.
I'm going to.
Only if he has emeralds.
I'm gonna see if I can like peek into a.
He's a
window.
bread one.
I want to try and peek into a window or see if I can find an opening or something.
So it's basically stone all around, but there is a gate.
The gate closed.
The gate is closed.
Okay.
The gate is closed.
there's no way-
It's a portcullis,
So it seems like there's no way in or out of this fortress
other than climbing
other than climbing the.
or lifting the portcullis.
Yeah.
But you look through it. There are definitely undead in there.
But I know.
But-
Obviously, I know what undead.
You know what undead are. These are definitely do another perception check for me.
That's another 20. Modified 20.
Okay. These are very much unintelligent dead. They are, from what you can tell, elvish undead.
Oh.
And from looking at it even closer,
Do they seem
do
they seem harmless or
no undead is harmless.
well? Okay, I guess aggressive or docile is what I was going for.
Right. They seem fairly.
How far out from the fort are the rest of us now?
You probably are maybe a quarter mile out now.
Okay.
He kind
Still
of.
catching up.
Yeah, you're still catching up. He took a light jog forward. But you
But they are trapped behind the portcullis. Yes.
do a stealth check for me real quick.
As far as I could tell, stealth is a 15.
Okay. Okay. You see a couple zombies kind of look over at you and kind of like shamble towards the portcullis.
So I have been noticed. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna step back.
And a lot of them look armored.
I'm gonna
in-
step back from the portcullis,
Sure.
so I'm not actually like holding on to it or
Sure.
looking through it. I'm gonna step back, preparing.
Gold armor, chainmail, or diamond?
Iron, unfortunately. You see a couple wood as well.
Make wood armor.
Elf.
Elves, right?
Mm.
Must be mod pack.
Yep.
So I'm gonna step back away from the portcullis.
One of their torches look really weird.
And I would imagine that's
Is it
been
blue?
noticed by the party as they approach. That I'm stepping back from it, and well, guys, how close are they? Within shouting distance, I guess.
At this point, you can just it's just loud talking, and they can probably hear you.
Well, if I do that, well, I don't know. Are zombies attracted by loud noises? I guess.
No, are they?
Zombies are attracted by things that are living.
Yeah.
At this point, several zombies are now at the portcullis.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start making my way back to the party.
Sure.
Once I meet back up with the party, well, everyone in there is undead.
Oh,
Undead elves.
So we clear it, we invest in it, and we get more in our building profile. That portfolio.
Expand portfolio.
That is a big word, portfolio.
I mean, I don't.
Yes,
You're
you're a
learning.
businessman.
Now I don't know if there's
you-
treasure
I'm not
in
stupid.
No, I'm saying you're becoming a very
fortress
well-rounded
or
businessman.
weapons or things that we could sell.
You're going to
Well,
Scott will
if you
walk up
take it
to
to
the
the
wall,
next
and he's going
that
to
is
pop his divine sense.
I mean, maybe I have
So
a couple
I
centuries to do it.
know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. That's well, no, never mind. I guess I'd have to go to the portcullis
How big is
need to
this
walk
fort?
away, don't I?
because if they're behind total cover, I don't detect.
But I
so-
need to also be away from you too because I'm going to set it off.
So are you like
Yeah, I already know that you.
But I'm
done that
annoying though for you.
so are you like Assassin's Creed marking all of the undead?
So-
Kind of.
Okay.
All the ones I can see.
Yeah.
Through the
So are they
portcullis.
able to get out of the fortress?
As far as I can tell, no.
To answer your question, it is not a large fort at all. It's very much like this is just a small outpost more than anything
So
else.
why don't we go on top of the walls and just shoot them from
if
up
I wanted to
there?
walk around it, how long would
We
it
could
take me?
try.
A couple minutes.
Here you can elder
Oh, okay.
blast.
It's not big at all.
Just keep doing that.
Well, let's just say
Almost
the
more
only
of
way
an
that I
outpost.
noticed in or
A lot more of an
or-
outpost.
or climbing the
how
walls.
many their
Okay.
location, and I can detect the presence of any place that's been consecrated or desecrated as through the Hallow spell.
Sure. You sense there's
Probably.
maybe about 15, 16 undead.
He's very large.
It's not consecrated.
Or
It
desecrated.
feels like it more is desecrated more to the presence of zombies
Gotcha.
more than a spell.
Wasn't done to it, it's just kind of happened.
Yes. But you don't sense any fiends or celestials.
Yep. Just a bunch of zombies, seems like.
Well, now this is very strange. I mean, obviously somebody had the presence of mind to trap them in there, which was great, but how does such a thing even happen?
I mean,
You see a lot of zombies are now like congregated at the portcullis.
Are they they're trying to like reach through the
Basically, your standard trying to get out, trying to get to you.
Firebolts through the
Yeah,
holes in
I was
the
gonna do
portcullis.
that, like through the.
same.
But will that damage the portcullis to
I'm
make them
aiming
out?
between.
I mean, it's
I
bars.
mean, I don't know how that works with your.
Okay. Let's say you spend the next.
Would it be like half cover?
let's say you spend the next like 5 minutes being very precise to not cause any further damage.
Just reaches in through the bars, grabs the zombie, pulls the head through the bars.
Yep.
I could just form my sword and just as it forms, just in the head.
Yep. Yeah, it takes a handful of minutes, but you deal with the zombies that are actively at the gate. There's still a few more that are probably scattered around or the like, but no issues, at least with the immediate
It's just
ones.
a cleanup job.
While we were doing that,
Doesn't look like
how
this was
high
intentional.
how high are the walls?
Not super high, maybe 15 feet,
So
15, 20 feet.
I am like 5'9", 5'10". You are what, 7 foot?
7.5.
7.5?
Yeah.
Could I get on his shoulders and reach and try and get up there?
Yeah, he could probably like do one of these and you're just like probably throw you up a little bit.
Kip up.
Let's send the rogue. You're more acrobatic than
Kip
I am.
up.
Sure.
Oh, hey, before you go, and at this point, I'm going to use the.
Well, the zombies are all dead, right?
They're undead.
No.
I'm just
Well,
making.
they are no longer
The ones that you could
alive.
immediately see are dead.
Okay. So
I
like,
just-
the
I think it-
courtyard. Is
Yeah, you can still sense a couple here and
I
there,
think
but
it'd be safe to get an idea of like where they're at. So
But-
if we do go in, we
Oh, there's one there. There's one over there, and there's one over.
all right.
try to make sure
So-
there's nothing else surprising.
Sorry, I use invisibility on him, which essentially the cloak of shadows, bits of the worms it's made out of, go and form over his skin and camouflage.
That is nightmare fuel right there.
That is Orin.
All right. So,
Invisible now.
Zagat, do a strength check.
But at what cost?
You do an athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Well, they form back into like a bodysuit, but you still know what they are.
Just think of Oogie Boogie now for you.
All right, so I rolled
What's the
a
proficiency?
I rolled a
No, but 18's fine.
It's a 13.
I rolled a 9 and I have a +4 in acrobatics. That's my better of the two, so I'm just gonna use that. So I rolled a 13.
Okay. Zagat throws you up there.
Up, up.
You, not really expecting how much strength is behind it, you make it to the top, no problem. You kind of fall a little bit.
Like stumble. Like,
Yeah, you stumble a little bit. No superhero ending for you, but you make it to the top, no problem.
And then I'm quickly gonna look around to see if there's anything left over that's in my immediate vicinity that could be, immediate danger.
Yeah, there's still a couple undead down there that
Down
you
in the courtyard.
that you just couldn't see from the
Is
portcullis.
there anything?
There's nothing up on the perimeter.
Okay. Are there I guess not watchtowers, but are there like
Parapet.
parapets on top of the fort where I am?
It's essentially just nothing further really. It's just
It's just a flat.
The parapets would face the outside of the fort. Not
Well,
the
I'm saying like are there rooms?
there are no rooms at the top. It's just
It's just flat.
walkway.
it's just a walkway
That's what
all around.
I couldn't figure out
At the
words.
portcullis area. It's definitely more of a guardhouse, if you will.
Sure.
But that's something you could tell from the front as well.
Okay, so basically the only thing I can see is there's probably a couple stragglers down in the courtyard, but there's nothing up top that could.
That you can actively see now.
And then
What about
did I
buildings
get
inside the
noticed when I went up there?
Do a stealth check.
I'm
You get advantage because he's invisible.
right. Am I invisible?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, just roll with advantage. You should be fine. So as long as you don't get
I
double net
rolled a
ones.
19 and a 4.
Okay,
so
perfect. You're fine then. You're fine.
That's a 23.
Nice.
So I guess I didn't get noticed. How many zombies do I see in the courtyard still?
You see maybe a handful down there. Do a perception check.
16 plus 1, 17.
Okay. You do see, looking at the guardhouse, there you do see some movement in there. As you see, there was a curtain that was closed,
Okay, so there's that and a handful of stragglers.
and it wasn't like it's closed. You saw it get closed
It became closed while I went up,
when you looked at it.
like someone closed the door or closed the curtain,
Exactly.
pulled the curtain.
Exactly.
Am I able to communicate that to Zagat quietly?
You should be able to. Yeah, you just kind of lean over the wall and say, "Hey, saw this."
Okay, so I relay what I saw about the zombies in the courtyard, and that it looks like, so it looks like a human, like a person actually closed the curtain, not that it just got moved. Because
So you think something
So I think there's someone
closed the window.
So someone's hiding in the guardhouse is basically what I infer out of that. So
You also do see towards the front of the area there is also a lever.
which I would guess probably opens the portcullis. Is there a safe way down, or is it just I would be leaping?
There's a couple small staircases and a couple ladders.
Okay. All right. So I guess I would get Zagat's attention because I'm assuming you're the closest since you threw me up onto the wall. So what's the plan? Here's what we got. Shall we try and go in through the portcullis? I'll open the door. Y'all rush in.
Yeah, can you open the lever?
Yeah. I'm gonna go grab the lever and see if I can. Get
Okay.
it through.
This isn't for combat. Do an initiative roll. That's just to see if you can be a little bit faster than the zombies.
Did you relay any of the information
I
about the
assume we're all
person?
standing right there.
Yeah. That's what I
Okay,
assumed.
so we can hear it.
I'm
So there's somebody in here controlling these things?
I don't think that's what he said. I think he said there might be someone in the guardhouse.
There's still someone in here. I don't know if they are controlling these creatures or
hiding.
But they're clearly
maybe hiding.
intelligent.
They could just be a person hiding out that happens to be in a place that's infested with undead. I do not know that, but
No.
it looks like they saw me or were alerted to our presence and then
Tiniest meow.
closed the curtain in the guardhouse.
Yeah, they closed it. They did not see you because you're invisible at all. They didn't see a thing.
Meanwhile, we're saying this right next to the portcullis. Yeah, I think there's someone in the
Oh no,
guardhouse.
I'm not talking very loud. I was just the volume I was
I think in
speaking
the
to.
distance-
That's
in the
why I
distance
wanted
to the
to-
guardhouse. I think it's just more of a small, like dull whisper.
From where the portcullis is, where's the guardhouse again?
It is literally,
Above it.
it's attached to it. Like it is
So you threw me
the
up right next to
portcullis
the
guardhouse.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I thought it was on the side of the building. Anyway,
Yeah, I
I
thought
rolled
it was down below, not up top.
It's attached to it. It is the same building.
Okay, so it is down. Like we would enter it from below.
You would enter
Not
it from
from
below.
the-
You would
not
enter it
from
from
the
below, and then above it, he saw it on the second level.
So yeah, because you described it as the guardhouse. So it's like the guardhouse.
Sorry, for me, it's all the same.
The rest of the wall.
In my mind, it was all the same thing for this
Yeah,
particular building.
I get what
yeah,
you're saying.
yeah,
I get it.
to move this along. I rolled a 16,
Okay,
and I have a +6 to initiative.
that's not a problem. You make it up there. Zombies don't notice a thing because you're invisible, and you pull the lever to open the
Which
portcullis.
I'd imagine that is insanely loud.
Utility
though.
cast.
That was very loud. Raising the gates are not quiet.
Not at all.
So all the zombies would be alerted to the portcullis.
Yeah,
opening,
zombie.
essentially.
Yep.
Just Eldritch Blast away.
The guy just goes under the gate as soon as it's low enough for him to get under.
Yep. Gate opens.
Time to go
I'm
to work.
still at the lever, but assuming I'm still
Time to make
invisible,
it up.
I don't get noticed, or they wouldn't notice that the lever moved.
It only lasts a minute, but they don't really notice you.
Okay. Well, if it's coming out, or if I'm about to lose
Unless it lasts,
cover,
it's either a minute or an hour, one of the
look it
two.
up.
Yeah.
Is there a door, like next to the portcullis, that would be like where the guards would go in and out of there? Or, like, do we see the entrance to that area where the curtain is?
Not the. Actually, yes, there is a ladder that goes straight up. Looking up as well, there are murder holes, but
It's an hour.
an hour. Okay, perfect.
well, then I will stand at the. I'm assuming I
Until you
also do
make some sort of major action.
that. Okay. So I'm just standing at the lever.
If you take damage, if you deal damage,
Make an
you
attack.
make an attack. Yeah.
Opening a lever. No.
Should the rest of us roll initiative now?
No. That initiative was just to see if he was faster than the zombies, and to make sure that he wasn't going to be seen or anything like that. And nothing big there for the zombies. You all deal with it with cantrips or just smashing its brains, and they're very weak zombies.
So
You're very classic ones.
I'll point out
According to
where
the
now
text of
that
the
everyone's
spell,
in there.
He should still be able to attack things while invisible and not become uninvisible.
No, that is greater invisibility.
Oh, okay, because it
Invisibility-
doesn't say that breaks it.
Regular invisibility is broken by damn near everything.
Okay.
Well, once everyone's in the courtyard and I'm gonna motion like there's where the curtain was that got closed. Etc.
Well, as much as you can while invisible.
Yeah. Oh yeah, duh.
Oh, mine doesn't have that for some reason.
Weird.
On D&D Beyond, it doesn't mention that last
Well,
sentence.
I guess they're on their own to find that.
Mhm.
Find that curtain and a way up.
Oh, if that a target attacks or casts.
Yes.
Yep. Never mind.
All right.
Real fast, can I just check, like, how old do these... Can I do a check, a medicine check?
Yeah,
See
do a medicine check.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. I just see. Nope. Okay, that's 5.
The smell is too overwhelming for you.
There's no there's nothing that possibly would identify. Like, are they elves?
You can tell immediately that these are elves.
Do they have anything like identifying markers on them, like that says who they are? Would they have anything inscribed, like old school dog tags? Or...
Not really for them, no.
No.
I'll go over to the ladder and just gonna look up and yell, "Is there anyone alive up there?"
A little bit of silence. Eventually, you do see it open up a little bit. Barely.
Do you need help?
Almost definitely. I'm probably the only one left here.
Do you need us to come to you, or can you come to us?
You will have to come up here. I do not have the strength.
Yeah, RJ.
Alright, start.
I'll get started on a meal.
Aren't there still zombies to fight?
We can't tripping.
They're such low level they didn't bother.
Yeah, we're not doing a full combat for what will take.
The guy just walked around and went.
It'll take longer for us to actually set up everything for a fight than to do the fight.
We were
Okay.
just Eldritch blasting
Cantrips will deal with it.
whatever you do.
Yeah, sacred
Okay.
flame.
So, RJ, what were you saying?
So I would start looking it up to where the guy is.
I'm gonna go explore.
I'm making a meal for everyone.
Poke around.
Yeah, see if I can find anything fun. It's an Elvish base.
I'm
there
not
might
sure
be
I feel
something.
that brave.
Does it look like the ladder could take my weight?
You put one hand on it and pull, and you hear creaking immediately. You go, nope.
I think it's up to you guys.
You go, this is definitely an elven ladder. I am way too large.
Let's go explore.
I'm gonna look to see
No.
if there's. I'm gonna look to see if there's anything up top. Anything.
Say that one more time, please.
I'm gonna look around, check around up top to see if there's just anything at all worth taking.
Not really. I would do an insight check on yourself real quick.
2. I rolled a 2, so I'm not even gonna look that up.
Messed up.
Cool. Continue on with your day.
I'm just gonna.
There's not. You don't really see. It's a bunch of elven stuff, like very basic stuff in this outpost.
Then I'll make my way down to the courtyard on the ground level.
Sure.
I'm going around exploring. Do I find? I'm looking just for like anything decent weapon wise. Nothing that's messed up.
Nothing. There's really nothing that is that calls out to you. A lot of it's like very well made, but it's elven make, so it's going to be very lightweight and very effective. But nothing that's like, oh wow, this is real good.
Do I find a decent bow?
They're probably good elven bows.
All right, I'm gonna take one of those because I'm gonna.
Do an insight check for me real quick.
12.
Okay. Good enough to remember. Do not enter with malice.
Oh, yeah.
And this is definitely not a human fort. This is very much, well, it's human make. It's not a human fort.
Yeah.
These are elves. And while you didn't deal it, probably still shouldn't take their shit. No one's going to stop you. But
It feels like that would
I
be
would have
yeah.
returned it.
maybe.
Oh, I would have. After I bought a new bow.
Are there any buildings other than just the one guardhouse? Like
yeah,
a barracks, or where did they sleep? Or
basically, it's all attached to the
walls?
walls and all that. It's tents, a few small tents, and that. It's a very small outpost.
Should you check the time?
You might ask the guy if you could have a bow.
I will.
I was gonna say, Orin takes some of probably the last of the leftover Hydra broth. That's still probably good if it is, and take it to the guy because he doesn't know how long he's there or if he's been starving so long that real food will hurt him.
Also,
I know about food stuff.
How
That's
many-
it. That's food stuff.
How many bodies did we? How many zombies did we kill?
You probably killed around 22.
Am I able to differentiate if male or female on?
You're able to tell
Okay.
from as best as you can. They're all very pretty.
What
you're-
season of Walking Dead zombies are these?
Early season.
Early season or
Season
late?
2. Season 2.
Okay, so it's only been a couple weeks. I'm just trying to keep track of like what I find because I just want like a record. So
Still kind of fleshy.
So the as far
Able to-
you all never you did a medicine check, but you fucked it
I
up.
flubbed it.
So they look like zombies. They look fairly recent, like less than a week. But that's as much as you
No
can.
sign of the blood mold anywhere?
A medicine check did not give you
I did
anything.
medicine check.
You can do a medicine check.
I would like to ritual cast detect magic, and for the duration of it, basically explore the fort, looking for maybe what could have, if there was a spell that were cast at some point that caused this,
Sure.
as opposed to like other means of them becoming zombified.
I know they didn't desecrate the ground.
I don't know what that
ground.
means.
So
Well,
sometimes
Asher and Lily don't know what that means.
sometimes if evil things live somewhere long enough, they make it the entire place evil. And sometimes powerful casters can just do that. And I don't think that's happened here. It's a little bit, but
But
It's like
maybe we
it's
can-
like graveyard creepy.
Yeah, it's kind of like walking in the graveyard.
But at least this way, if like there was some singular cast that like triggered this or whatever, if it's magical means, we'll know. And if it's or where it originated, and if it wasn't that, then I guess we know that too. But I'll just spend the time walking around while it's active. It says it lasts for up to 10 minutes.
Sure.
So I just want to kind of explore the fort with that active.
Okay, your medicine check. What did you do?
13.
Okay. Looking at it, you don't see any with that check specifically. You don't really see anything that says blood mold.
Could I get advantage since I've been studying the blood mold?
But if you get assistance from one person,
RJ?
sure.
I'm actually.
Oh, you're
I'm
busy. You're busy.
Okay.
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 You can get it from him. He's the
Sure.
book learned person. Give advantage. That is dirty 20, 19 and 1.
Okay. So you thought no, but you decided, wait, I probably didn't do a good enough search investigation here. So you get down a little bit more. You actually take a moment. You look at their eyes. Their eyes are very like red, which that's fairly familiar with the infestation that you saw at Breckenridge. But there's no blood mold that you can see. It's very it's clean, if you will, but it's dead. You actually open their mouth, and you actually see very telltale signs of blood mold in their mouth.
What if they were poisoned? Guys,
And you,
I think Conrad has been here.
Dun dun dun.
Well, these bodies are infected. We should burn them.
Where I'm at helping the
Okay, we should
alive
talk to
gentleman, when I've heard that comment,
you are probably no, you'd probably not hear that. But I'll be with your part in just a moment. For you, you don't sense anything specifically magical. Like you sense very faint magic coming from the bodies, but that could be more their elvish nature more than anything else. But there's nothing that says this is a magical hot spot.
Got it.
You do hear him mention the blood mold in the mouths. There's really, again, nothing to go off of there in terms of magic.
But the blood mold stuff has never shown up in detect magic cast before.
No.
It's
The
cast
guy has
either.
a sudden realization and runs over to the ladder. How high up is the ladder?
Well, the ladder's at level, but you can
Like how tall? does it
to
go
the trapdoor.
to get- and does it look like I could fit in the?
15 feet? No.
You want to throw him?
Well, you could probably like pop up there or
Okay.
pop up there.
I'm gonna defy ruin the ladder, so it's supported. It's now a siege structure.
Okay, sure.
And I'm going to quickly go up the ladder and poke my head through the trapdoor. Like, where's the guy? Where is he?
We'll get to that part in just a moment then. So, back to you two. Yes, actually, Oren. What were you gonna do?
I was just gonna say, am I there with the broth? I was just asking.
We'll assume you went up there with RJ and are like preparing the broth during your conversation here.
Gotcha.
Okay, so RJ, you walk up there. You do see what looks to be an elf, very, like, absolutely sweating his brains out. Like, he is in shambles right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna be distracting him with conversation while I'm kind of working.
Okay.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is like, hey, okay, my name is Raziel. Who are you? And while I'm doing that, I'm checking for any signs of being turned undead.
Okay, do a medicine check then.
That will be a 17.
Okay. You've never witnessed someone turn undead, so it's kind of hard to tell. But you're trying to go off of what? Can I help you?
Zagat's a cat.
Yeah, Zagat has transformed. Or whatever it is.
Panda, you're fine. So you're.
She
I didn't know that you were a.
She is dense. She is very dense.
Is it
Kind of looking at similar signs of poisoning as well.
Or,
The signs look. You've seen enough poisoning specifically that it could be poisoning. He is sweating is very prominent in poison victims, but you don't know how long he's been here. If it's a poison victim, he's either be dead or it would have passed fairly quickly, unless it's like supposed to inflict pain, in which going back and thinking on what you saw there, you don't think it's going for pain. So you kind of scratch poison out of your mind.
Gotcha. All right.
So it's definitely some form of illness.
Okay. Did he give me a name?
His name is K Rar. K, R-A-R.
Yep.
I was one of the I guess for you humanish folk, the equivalent of a sergeant. Not the leader of this fort. I don't know why I'm looking at you. Not the leader of the fort, but just more of a supervisor, I guess, is the best way to put it for you.
Okay. Well, I spent a lot.
He takes a moment, just heaves off to the side. He doesn't barf. It doesn't look like he's been able to hold anything down.
Gotcha. How long have you been here?
At this fort,
Injured.
in several days now. Several days.
Okay. I will go ahead and start off with a lesser restoration just in case.
Okay. You cast Lesser Restoration. You feel it try to take hold but fail.
Would that be an insight fair lie? Or?
Do a religion check.
A natural one.
You have no idea.
No.
It might just be the disease is stronger than a lesser restoration can fix.
Gotcha.
Here's some broth. Hopefully you can keep that down.
He takes the broth and sips at it.
It's from a Hydra.
You can see him like going, because it's definitely spicy.
Probably not the best thing to give him at the moment, but
That's what I had.
yeah. Okay. So I will go ahead and do a cure wounds
Okay.
and see what takes hold.
You cast a Cure Wounds on him. Go ahead and...
That is going to be 13.
You apply a heal on him, but he's not injured. Nothing heals. Nothing really took there.
And he's not showing any signs of decay.
He doesn't look like he's decaying, but you don't know if that's how undeath works. If immediate decay is what happens.
Okay.
Spicy Hydra broth.
Okay. Do you feel anything worse, better?
I still feel like absolute shit.
And do you think you can recover? There's nothing.
Oh, I've only been getting worse. This is how my companions went as well. At this point, it's been a couple minutes. You do hear cool, 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 cool. You hear magical words, and then creak, creak.
It's the head. Where's the guy?
I like step out of the way so you can view him.
I can't fit in here.
You can see him though, can't you?
Is he close enough to the door? Like, can I like wedge one arm up and through and reach over to him?
You might be able to, yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to roll?
No, just you.
Because I'm also balancing on one.
You kind of go like one of these.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm gonna pump him with a lay on hands. I'm gonna spend 5 points and cure one disease.
Okay.
And then I will spend another 5 points and cure a separate disease just in case.
So you attempt to apply your lay on hands, and much like before, when you try to do this on other people, you feel a resistance, but this time it pushes you back.
Oh, that's not good. That's when I'll try the second one. Try and push it in.
It does not take either.
Oh.
Do you have any loved ones you would like to say your goodbyes to?
Wow, you are not good at bedside man.
This is why he was fired.
Come on.
I gotta be brutally honest. It's been days you've been affected.
I mean, have you talked to him and
Do you even know what it is though?
Is
At
it-
this point, like he
told
knows
me-
what it
He
is.
told me
Is it a
this
mortal-
is how his buddies went.
Sure, but he knows specifically what it is at this
This is
point.
blood moon.
Blood moon?
Oh, did you have somebody named Conrad visit?
Yeah, would he have anything to do with this? He was on the way to Storm Shield.
Absolutely.
Oh,
He is the reason, actually.
well, he broke bread with us.
Fred probably had molded.
Probably. Hindsight.
Well, the good news is we're going to go, and that's actually why we're here, is to go and kill him, because he's a terrible person who's been doing this to more people than we like.
How long ago was he here?
Maybe 5 days ago.
So he's got 5 days on us. Did he tell you where he was heading to?
From what we were able to figure out, because just by our nature, probably Storm Shield. Not really many humans try to stick around in the Elven lands.
Makes sense.
Is there any way I can get up there? Or is
He is.
I am now fully blocked.
there is no way I can
There's
go. There's no other way to get
You
up
had to go. You'd have to go up onto the walkway and go in through one of the side doors that are currently. When you look around, both doors on either side of the room are barricaded.
Gotcha. I'm just sort of like, Scott, can you back down? I want up.
You'll have to move. He'll just drop.
You're actually a little bit jammed in there.
Let go. You're just
I'll assist him.
Hang on.
just cartoonish. The whole base just shoots up into the air. I'll do you need assistance?
I'm okay.
Oh.
He's definitely gonna die.
Is this place made out of stone?
It
As
is
I'm
stone.
climbing up, I'm some sort of. Do I need this?
I don't think right now, but
No,
I kind of almost feel like we should.
I'll pop it up.
I don't want to burn it down because it seems like an affront to the nation. But I almost feel
That
like
feels
for the
like
safety,
malice.
Yeah, that feels
But
bad.
if we close
But if-
the gate,
it feels like leaving it though is just inviting ruin on whoever comes next,
the bodies at least need to be burned.
and the food.
I'd like to.
Do a history check with advantage.
well, were we relayed the information with the food?
No, don't know.
No.
I don't know that I
15.
was.
Okay. You know that it would be wise to not burn down the fort. So you were on the right track there, but burning the bodies is not an act of aggression in this case.
A public service.
Yes, especially in this particular area.
Is this guy an elf? You said.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to start speaking Elvish to him. It's one of the languages I know.
Mhm.
I would like to. Basically, I want to get the information of who was here at the fort. Obviously, because we're doing a mass burn / burial. I want to do it proper with no malice towards his people. Basically, any information he can give us or any documented proof of him being there. of him traveling Conrad. They probably have a log of who came through there, right? At a base like that.
In that particular, they would have taken some form of notes
Would
on
they
that
have?
one. Yeah.
I'll be assisting you.
Because I would ask if I could take those notes, if I'm allowed to take them for proof.
Here, he actually pulls out a letter. I had this written out. This can go to the guard commander in our primary city.
To guard command.
Yes, here is also the ledger that you might need that will show who was once actively assigned to this outpost.
And these are all the ones that were here. Correct?
Yes.
I apologize for your friend's deaths.
We
took care of them.
You're up in the room?
Yes,
with them? Okay.
I'm literally talking to him in Elvish. So if none of you speak Elvish, you're just here.
No,
I understand.
You hear very fluid, beautiful language.
He's half elf.
Oh, that's true.
I understand.
So I'm talking to him. I'm getting that letter, the ledger. Sorry, I'm
Ask
hold
him-
on, ledger of the base.
Ask him about the timeline of events. Like, how did this all happen? They
Yes.
broke bread.
You said
But-
5 days ago.
Was there?
How
Was-
quickly did?
Some of the this is it felt like almost the next day a lot of our kin were gone.
So basically, showed up day one, the day after,
Ye-
dead.
Did they die first before being
And,
reanimated?
and that's my other question. How did it spread? Did they eat each other, or was it they all ate the same food and then were all poisoned?
He's refining it.
It was none of us attacked one another.
Well, I'm relating this to him
It's-
because I'm assuming you two are still speaking.
I would actually like probably signal to you, RJ, to like try and pull some of the stuff, like open a door so we can get him in here.
Yeah.
I want him to kind of poke around a little to the commander, or to the person. What is his name? Did we ask for his name?
It's K-Rar.
Kerar.
K-Rar. Okay. K-Rar. Is there anybody that you would like me to personally talk to? I don't know if you're going to get better. If you have anybody you wish to write to or speak to, I will dictate a letter for you.
He takes a moment to think.
And I literally pull out my gear and
I-
put down my stuff and I go, you
I didn't want to send this yet, but he pulls out another letter. Send this to my father.
your father. Who's your father?
His name is Kalul.
Caleb.
Yes.
Just K.
LU.
Klul. He is actually just a leather worker, but he makes very good wares. I want him to know that while I did pass, I didn't pass with dishonor.
Okay. Is there anything you wish to send to him other than the letter?
No, he's a simple elf. That'll be good enough for him.
What city is he in?
He's actually going to be in that same city. What's the name of that city?
City of Aurora.
Yes.
City of Aurora. How do you spell that again?
As it sounds, D-U-R-A.
Okay. Okay. I will enclose it. I will basically put it inside of another piece just to safely store it.
Sure.
I will seal it basically like in one of my probably one of my books that have bindings for like water and temperature and all that stuff.
Not a problem.
Yeah, put it in my bag. I'll see that it is delivered to him. What you said he's a leather worker. Does he have his own store or
He more works for the
the city?
city itself.
If when we get time, I will have it sent to them. Is there anything that needs to be delivered other than this? Do you have anything of?
I don't really have anything of sentimental value here.
I didn't know if there was anything that you wanted to give to your father of sentiment.
No, we're good. Just give him.
Is there any? Do you know of any of your kin here that had letters as well?
I do not know.
And I don't want to rifle through their things. That would be terrible for me to do.
I would say the most you could possibly do is see if there are any paper letters there, set them into a chest off to the side, and then whenever a patrol comes through, they can find it and distribute it as needed.
How How far away are we from Storm Shield right now?
At this point, you're less than a handful of days.
Do you have, if Conrad is going there, is he taking the main path, do you think? Did you talk to him about this at all?
Not really. I'm assuming he's taking the main path. There's only a few. There's very few routes to Storm Shield. So the straight way is usually the easiest way.
Is there a quicker way for us to get there ahead of him?
Not unless you manage to find a way to calm the Everstorm there. No.
Okay.
And that's just more what we call it. It sometimes subsides, but there's always a storm up there. And yeah.
Basically, I'll go over with him on the rights for everything real fast. For everything, what to say, what to do properly. Hopefully you're listening as well. Both of you are going through all this. Oh, nice. Is there... I don't wish to be rude. If possible, is there any... Could we take any possible gear with us? Would you allow that?
Depends on the gear.
Possibly for our stealthy one. There. Have you rematerialized or are you still invisible?
And as long as it hasn't been an hour.
It's been less than an hour.
I'd be like, we have a...
Is there a way that we can like end it sooner?
If you smack yourself.
You can say, you can just ask him, hey, can you drop this?
Well, I assume my what was it, the self-perception roll? I don't know that I'm still invisible.
No, that wasn't a perception roll. That was an insight
Or
check.
insight roll.
So you know you're invisible still.
Well, I mean, like, have you been motioning towards my direction? And the guy's like, "Who are
I
you
was
talking
about to bring it up that we have a friend who I'd like to try and get a bow for. Because you can technically use a bow. It would be nice to have somebody with a bit of a range stealth capability.
I can use a crossbow and simple weapons.
That's a bow.
A bow is a simple
Bow is
weapon.
very simple.
Yeah.
I was just, if we could, take one, if you would be willing, or maybe two, to let some people have more range. We're kind of lacking in that department.
I don't think
What
a
was the
couple
general
bows would be an issue. Those are cheap enough to make here in the Elvish lands.
And elvish bows are
They're,
very nice.
They're okay some days.
Are the arrows, obviously, we take arrows if we may.
The arrows are fine.
Just a few maybe armor bits, just here and there if we need it. Just, I want to make sure my...
I highly doubt the armor bits are going to fit any of you except for maybe that one.
And maybe the kitchen sink as well. Just if we need it.
You all are a little bit too bulky. Other than you're...
Well, I'm still downstairs. You
Yes.
probably don't even know.
Yeah, no, then that's what he's saying. They could fit you because you're half elf. Okay, Lick. Hey, leave her alone.
So, I
You,
literally...
you invited me into the room.
Yeah.
Now, to Karar, is it Karar or Karar? We are
Harar.
Karar. Did Conrad seem to have any malicious intent when he came to your town or your fort?
He seemed like every other missionary that we've seen.
Did he speak of any plans for Storm Shield or why he was going to Storm Shield, or was it just he was traveling?
It seemed like he was just more. It seemed like he was just more a missionary for Erroneous more than anything else.
Hey, ask him if he was traveling alone.
Was he?
I yell up the.
Was
Was he traveling alone?
He was traveling alone.
So you're still invisible. Oh, hey, I should stop that.
Oh yeah,
Just kind of snaps at you, and then the invisible worms just kind of drop onto the ground and go into Orn's shadow.
I guess maybe I should have waited until I was not invisible.
He still looked like directly at you.
So he could see me.
No, I heard you.
No.
Plus elves have keen sight.
So you could understand that like someone could be invisible and talking to you.
Yes.
Anyway, didn't speak of it, or he didn't have any ill intent. He spoke of basically. Did he pose as a missionary, or you thought he was a missionary?
We thought he was a missionary.
Just on his way to Storm Shield to spread the word.
Precisely.
I mean, for what it's worth, Conrad thinks he's a missionary too. So
Well, that's
It's not
what I'm
really,
asking
in
about.
that case, it's not really an act. It's just,
Well, that's what I'm asking about is Conrad.
I know
it's
That's
just
why I
what he
said that.
does.
It's not an act. Like he really.
I open the trap. I look down at you like need to burn bodies.
On it.
And probably the food too. I'm
And the
imagining.
food, yes, food. Probably. We probably need to just go full scorch.
I think if there's anything else there.
You're welcome.
I kind of relay to you that you've got permission to take a bow.
Thank you.
Also, the occasional bits of gear if we need it, if necessary, to track this man down.
Bow and arrows, I'm assuming.
Yes, take as many arrows as you need.
Is it just a standard longbow?
Probably a short bow.
Or
Because a longbow's martial, isn't it?
No, I think they're the same thing.
They're both the same, I believe.
a short bow? Well,
Yeah,
I'll go look.
we'll say a short bow. We'll say a short bow.
I'll go look for that later. But
I need you to. I want you to have one. We need a little range off you. You can sneak attack with
there-
that. So.
is there any way that you would like us to perform blast rites for you? Anything specific that you would want us to do for you?
Just make sure I die a second time.
I'm sitting in front of him. Like, is he sitting in chair or is he on the floor?
He is laying on the floor in like blankets and on a mattress.
I'll be sitting in front of him, and I will form the Kopesh in my hands like this. I'm like, do you want to go now?
Not yet. My time will come soon, very soon.
We'll stick by.
We are.
Ask him if he can write a note for any patrols to come by to explain that we did not do this.
Oh,
That's already.
I would say I think that was in the note that we.
I've also got the
today.
ledger.
Yeah.
I've got a ledger of everybody who passed that we're going to pass on when we can. A letter to his father for his death. We need to look. We're allowed to look and see if there are any other letters from any of his kin here. If they have passed, to pass on as well. I want to put this all together. We're going to.
I'll start constructing a pyre.
Yeah. I am going to, at a certain point, I am going to make a note of stating that who I am, what I'm with, the school. I am basically in a group. What our group name is.
The De-Hydra-tors.
Yeah, the De-Hydra-tors.
You gag a little bit as you write out dehydrators.
I basically say if any questions or anything needed, I basically list the school that I'm from. Like, if you need me, please contact. I will have the information. If we do not stop by your city to drop this off, I have your information. I just don't want to leave said ledger because I want to go through it. I want to go through everything that writes down any history of Conrad being there. I want to go through it.
Sure.
And I want to see if they put down anything history-wise in the last 5 days, if anybody was smart enough to write down what had happened.
Sure.
Just like how it happened, how it went. Just anything weird. I want to go over it with anybody in the group smart enough to go over it with me. But I am making copies of everything, of the important information of who's who here. So.
All right. Not an issue. You all take some time, and you get a funerary pyre built up. You don't stack the bodies, but you lay them side by side. And
Probably outside of the fort as well.
yes.
I will. And if I did go talk with that person,
Do we stack up
I
the
went
food
through and I
too?
took down notes.
We can put food in after.
I took notes on how he wanted their rights to be, because obviously I don't think he'd want, no offense, I don't think he'd want a paladin of Morden to give the last rites, probably, or a cleric of whatever it is you will.
Helm.
I could give the last rites.
Again, I'm gonna do it. So
Yeah.
I basically ask for what's necessary, and I try and respectfully do it the best I can, the way he wants.
Can I give him assistance though on this? Since I know the process, he
Yes.
visited the
Luckily, there's not much of a process for.
elves are pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be respectful in the way of, because I just don't want these guys popping up saying, "You didn't fucking do this right, you're jailed."
Basically, with how it would usually be, You go, there's no way I'm going to be able to do a full elvish funerary rites.
Takes weeks.
Can't do this for weeks. I gotta go. We gotta clap cheeks and get there.
You don't have a full choir.
There's no choir. There's no orchestra. We don't have 1,000 candles. Doves. We have no idea where we're gonna get that many doves.
Guys, that's only for nobles. For the commoners, it takes a week, but you only do like 200 candles. Half a choir.
One.
Come on, don't be insensitive.
One trumpeter.
Go for that. Do we find
At
any
minimum.
letters or anything from those people?
You find a handful from people that made it long enough to realize what was happening.
All right, I will store all those.
But for the most part, from what you were seeing when you opened up a few of them, it was like it stopped like halfway through.
Okay.
Like they weren't even able to send for help.
Okay. I will generally on those like letters that didn't get finished. I will leave like I'm in my own free time. I'll let you know later, but I'm gonna probably write like who I am and being like I found this. I wanted to.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you all take some time. You burn the food in some capacity, every single bit of it. Out of safety as well, you do see some rodents that you do kill, just in case. Rodents are weird that way.
Or we're not to eat these.
You throw them in. You throw their bodies into the food pile as well. You go through as respectful rites as possible as you can with the elvish bodies. Eventually, Karar does pass as well. Later in the evening, as he's watching his mates, the bodies of his mates get burned, he does pass.
Let's just throw that body into the fire before you turns.
As he passed, I'll take his head
Okay.
with the sword
Okay.
and give him his last rites. I didn't want you squishing him, so I mean he wouldn't have cared, but you know.
Let's go full Mario on those mushrooms.
Yeah, that's what I was
Goomba stomp him.
Technically, that brain is still alive.
Alright, fine. I was going fine, just thunk with the sword.
Maybe
You-
we should lock this place up before we leave, just so it doesn't become get looted by
We can throw the
passerbys.
switch on the portcullis.
I would have, and honestly, like in the time with everything, I would have tried to convince somebody to help me. I would have gathered gear and placed all that.
Is there a way we can mark it on the outside? Be it known, all that's.
Don't dead, enter inside.
Yes. That.
You decide the best course of action would be to not do anything, as to detract from raiders or bandits, stating, "Hey, don't do this." People are going to go like, "I want to do that."
I'm gonna do it.
Which is why I said we should just close the portcullis and call it done.
I'm okay with that.
It's just a closed off fort.
I was
Big
just gonna
what?
leave.
Make
I
a
was gonna
mural.
leave.
No one will mess with that fort.
For the most part, that's why I wanted to put all the gear like upstairs.
That is vandalism.
Orin was here.
That feels malicious.
Art, not
art.
graffiti. It's art.
Did you leave it? Did you leave a murals?
No,
We just don't
No, we
understand his art.
fucking elf scouts.
That fort remained abandoned forever, as no one could enter it.
So yeah,
They were too scared to enter the fort.
put all the
Rolls
gear.
a natural
Basically lock
20.
everything up.
Rocky pokes her head out. Hi guys.
Sup, bitch?
I'm good.
All right. You all. The next day, at this point, bodies have been burned. Nothing remains but ash, a couple of bone fragments here and there. You set all armor off to the side. Any clothes that they were wearing, you burned as well. At that point, it's covered in grossness. Just get rid of it. Armor set to the side. You'll just leave that for whoever. At that point, it's not your job.
I literally would put any weapon wise or armor we could salvage. I'd put it.
Yeah, you just shove it off to the side somewhere and basically purify as much as you can the area.
Plus, I left detailed notes, basically where we're going,
Yep.
where we are.
You perform a divine sense later, Zagat.
Mm-hmm.
It still feels like a graveyard, but it's not like a.
Not as bad.
It's not as bad.
Okay.
It's definitely on the up and up. It feels empty.
Would have taken one dagger.
Sure.
Yeah.
You find an elvish dagger.
Yeah. Okay.
Um.
Add it to the collection.
Yep. You do reboard the
Land yacht.
wagon.
Land yacht.
Yes, your land yacht.
It will get a crow's nest. I swear to God it will.
And
It's gonna end up looking like one of those like immortal machines or whatever.
you begin making the trek to Storm Shield. Several days do pass.
I thought we were stopping somewhere first.
Not quite. That is it's not an on the way thing.
It'd be out of our way, and I want to get there. Like, I want to kill this guy.
Yeah, but
Same.
We are now 6 days behind Conrad.
We have left detailed notes, instructions, basically stating who we were, what we found.
We need to move.
I guess we
Also,
can put
the
that stuff in the
Chron'Cal,
mail
they-
once we
they
get
know-
to Storm Shield, I suppose. Yeah. Okay.
If somebody from the Chron'Cal left a note, they're going to be pretty okay with it, right? We'll find out.
As long as we get that stuff in the mail, I just don't like leaving it
Oh,
sit.
I will probably send all that. I'm going through everything
We're
ledger-wise.
lucky we find a patrol and they can take
Yeah, like-
most of it.
Ooh, that
While
would be
we're going, I am
great.
taking all the time I can to go through that stuff and copy down any notes, information, everything about Conrad's visit, all of it. And then when we find patrol, we say, here you go, here are the letters, get this to those people.
I wonder if we'll come across any other of these forts on our way.
If not, I'm going to, when we get to Storm Shield, I'm going to...
Were there any maps
send
of
a
the
runner.
area in the
Oh, shit. Fort? I have to check with that.
There
or something that might show if there are other forts on our route? Hey,
from what you were able to tell, no, but it felt like it was more of a you don't know where to look.
okay.
And it's not. And I'm not saying that just so I don't have you roll a perception check. It just feels,
It's got to not have great perception.
yeah, you're just going.
I have 11
This is weird.
And not all forts would, especially because until if there's
I just
one
figured it'd be a
war,
Good question.
If
Yeah.
one fort falls, oh, now we know where all the rest of them are.
right?
Kitty.
But yeah, you all make your way continuously northwest towards the land of Storm Shield. Eventually, it does become more dreary as cloud cover seems to be part of the region. You just do feel a chill slowly creep in as well. As you keep moving northwest, you do see way off in the distance, you do see what seems to be a town or maybe even a city. And rain does start to pick up. It's sprinkling right now, but it does start to pick up. Another handful of hours pass. It's definitely a city. You're assuming that it's most likely Storm Shield.
Isn't Storm Shield built into a cliff?
It is. As you're looking at it,
We've been going up an incline.
you've been slowly going up an incline.
Slowing down. Getting heavier.
Luckily, it's not. It feels heavier, but it's not too bad.
I lean out of the wagon. Come on, Sagat. Beat cheeks. Let's go.
Guidance.
Would you like to
do
pull
it.
the wagon?
Oh, no, you're good. You're good.
Far as you're looking at the city, what looks to be like closer to the edge of the cliff, there seems to be just a very large building. But at this point, you're probably still a couple hours out from even the main gates of the city. We'll go ahead and call it right there, though. And we'll enter the city of Storm Shield in the next section.
How many hours how long did it take us to get from that fort to where we are now?
A couple days.
You said it was like a 5-day journey, right? From there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be it for us. It's 4:00. Perfect stopping point. We will be back eventually. I'll be back Tuesday, most likely, for more video games. But until next time, hope you all have a pleasant rest of your weekend, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Have a good night.